So, are you ready to go and look at some new cars?
I already am.
Oh?
I like this one.
Oh, nice. Have you thought about insurance?
I'm just doing an online quote now.
So anything your dad can help with?
I'd love a coffee.
Insure your car from new continually with RAA, and if it's written off, we'll replace it with a new one. RAA.
Keep on moving on.
Good afternoon and welcome to the NPL SA. It is round 5 action today here at the Velo Football Centre, and today's game sees Adelaide United, the under-21s, hosting Cumberland United. As I mentioned, we are live from the Velo Football Centre. Round 5 of the NPL SA is proudly presented by One Solution Group. One Solution Group, technology experts. Visit onesolution.net.au to view their full range of products and services. One Solution Group, creating a one-stop shop for your telco and IT needs. They're our match day sponsor. They're bringing you the action today on a very wintry and blustery Adelaide scene. Round 5 of the NPL SA. Good afternoon, and we'd also like to welcome our sponsors and always proudly supporting football in South Australia, RAA. I'd like to acknowledge their support of the RAA, and also Green Play Australia for providing our match day stats, time clock and scoreboard updates. And there are other games happening today which Rob will bring us or keep us up to date with throughout the call. Green Play Australia, of course, as you can see there on screen, it is week 12 of the actual competition, round 5. We go back to, of course, because of the COVID interruption. It's actually week 12, but round 5 of the series true. And our matchday commentary team today is yours truly, Paul Pellizzari, and joining me in commentary, as usual, the hot man of soccer, Mr. Rob Peppicelli. Good afternoon, Rob.
Yeah, good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon to the viewers. Today's a big clash here at the Velo Stadium. It is Adelaide United up against Cumberland. Adelaide United got a lot of youngsters playing in there, and Cumberland have certainly improved from the start of the season, certainly are up there in the top 6 area. So it's going to be a good game here today at the Velo Stadium.
Okay, let's have a look at round 4 last week's results. And of course, round 5 did kick off last night, but we'll touch on that shortly. But we'll go quickly to what happened last week.
Okay, Metro Stars in our match of the round last week, and Mobbery weren't that as bad as the result at the end. So Metro Stars 4 defeating Mobbery Jets 0. Cumberland United, Cumberland Foxes 2, drew with Blue Eagles 2. As I said before, they've improved a real lot compared to when they started the season. They were bottom of the table after 3 or 4 rounds. So they're really up there at the moment. 2-2 with Blue Eagles. Adelaide City, bit of a slump the last few weeks, but a good win last week against Olympic, 1-0. Comets 2, top of the table at the moment. Defeated Croydon Kings 1. Parry Hills 0, Raiders 2. Just Parry Hills just can't do anything right at the moment. They're at the bottom of the table at the moment. Adelaide United were thumped last week 4-0 against Campbelltown Red Devils.
Okay, and as we mentioned, round 5 kicked off last night, so we'll have a quick look at that result before we look at the table.
Last night's result, a little bit of a boil over, but Olympic 2 defeated Campbelltown 1 in that game at Steve Woodcock Sports Centre last night.
Okay, I don't know if he's got his ears on. Oh, he's looking quite good out there. I just shook his hand, but I didn't see his face. It's our boundary rider back off the bench, Ryan Marvich. How are you, Ryan?
Very good, boys. Welcome to season 2020 for myself. I know you guys have been braving. It's been an unusual year for everybody, but it's good to be back, and I'm here doing some coverage. It's been a busy year for me, but I'm glad to be back with you guys.
Yeah, I don't want to state the obvious, Ryan, but you've lost a few kilos. You're looking quite good. What's been going on in your off-season?
Yeah, I've lost 22 kilos since 2017, so I've tried really hard.
It's
got
worked.
a new haircut.
What's your secret?
Yeah.
marriage, kids,
Stress.
stress.
Yeah, right, okay.
No, all of that. No,
Okay,
no.
so Jimbo's lost a lot of weight. What's his excuse?
Jimbo's lost a lot of weight. Mr. Pezos has lost weight.
I tell you what, it's no, you're looking good, Ryan. And,
Thank you.
Good to have you back, mate.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Fantastic. You've been following the league at all?
Yeah, I have been following the league. Every week I've been having a look at the results, and your
you've
usuals
got him
are
up
up
there,
there.
Jimbo.
Your usuals are up there, but it's good to see Cumberland. They've deserved their spot. Adelaide United will be interesting now when they get their senior players back. They'll need their senior players back to really try and drive them up. But your surprise packages.
Are they allowed to come back into the lineup?
Why wouldn't they? They need games, true. They need to play football. It's not like they've played heaps of football in the last how many months. They've had COVID and all that to deal with, so why wouldn't they want to play?
All the players that haven't played in the A-League side can play back here.
Yeah, Dorigo, you got the Toure brothers, or maybe just one of them, but yeah, definitely. But it'll be an interesting part of the remaining part of the year. But Cumberland, have they been the surprise package?
Absolutely.
Modbury started like a house on fire, and they've sort of...
It was the other way around, wasn't it?
Yeah, dwindled the way through, but Cumberland are definitely... We saw that promotion game last year against Sturt when they got promoted, or at West Beach. So yeah, they have surprised me.
I'm excited to see Majok, number 7, playing today. Just a little snippets that I've seen in the live streaming.
I saw a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he
did
looks
that
pretty good.
Was it last week or maybe a couple of weeks ago? That little bit of trickery in the left-hand
100%,
corner. Yeah, that was very, very good. But now all the other teams have pretty much sort of they are where they are. Adelaide Olympic, they're doing well. They've sort of lost.
Have we gone through the table? Does that come up on screen?
Yeah, we'll do the table at the moment. So Comets are on top of the table with 22 points, Ryan and Paul. Campbelltown, after their loss last night, Ryan with 20.
Adelaide Olympic.
Yep. Metro Stars third on 19. Raiders fourth on 18. Olympics 17 points. Adelaide City up and down season so far, 15 points. Croydon with 15. Cumberland with 15. Blue Eagles with 14. Modbury with 11. Adelaide United Youth with a lot of youngsters in this team with 8 points, and Parra Hills with 7. So,
have you been disappointed with a little bit of Adelaide City in the last couple of weeks? They've got some good players in there. Terence Cutter up forward. They've still got Bucco in there. They've brought in Lachlan Barr from Victoria on loan.
Former Metro.
Yeah, former Metro. Have you been disappointed where they're sitting, Adelaide
100%.
City?
Should be better than that, I think. The last few weeks haven't been
that's
good.
A bit harsh, Rob.
Last week they won.
It's been a very
should
even,
be better,
it's been a
better
very
than
even
that.
competition. I think,
What do you
considering
think?
what happened last season.
Well, 15 points. How many games have we played? Was it week 11?
Well, they've got a game in hand, right? Everyone's played 11. Game in hand. So they win that, they go to 18. They're only 4 points off top, Rob.
Oh, it's not that bad then.
1-4, lost 3 and draw 3. Nah, to me,
Well, last year was a bit...
not
bit of
acceptable.
horror
Not acceptable with the team they got.
Okay.
Boys, one player I'd love you guys to watch when we cover Blue Eagles will be Stefan Valentinti, I think you pronounce it. Valentini, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. A few years ago, he was playing in Regional Liga in Germany, and now he's at Avondale in Melbourne. He's a very good striker. He's going to really do well when you guys
Is he from
watch
Italy?
Him. No, he's Australian. He's an Australian boy. He made his debut last week against Cumberland, scored a penalty, got the penalty as well, drive through into the box. But I did follow him a couple of years ago when he was playing in Germany in the Regional Liga. He played, the reason why is because my brother was playing in Regional Liga, so I kept an eye on him. And now he's at Blue Eagles, started last week. He'll be a very good striker. When you guys cover Blue Eagles, keep an eye on him. He's a very good, nippy, young Australian striker.
Okay, boys, just some things to think about in regards to when we do our tipping. Head-to-head, they've only met 3 times, these two teams, which is unusual. Back in July of this year, 2020. Is that right? Yeah. Cumberland beat Adelaide United 4-3. You have to go back to 2017 where they drew 1-1 and back to 2017 again where Cumberland won 1-0. So with only 3 meetings, Cumberland 2 wins, 1 draw. So I don't know what you can read into that. I think more importantly, just the form of, as we've spoken earlier, of Cumberland. A win today, Ryan, will put them into that top 6. Olympic will go, they're on 17 points, but they played their game last night, so they can actually jump Olympic, depending on what happens with Adelaide City and the Croydon Kings. So an important game for Cumberland to win, but more importantly, Adelaide United in that relegation zone. 3 points adrift of Modbury, but a loss today would just make it that little bit harder.
So a big hello to Benny Dale, our normal boundary rider. Ryan, he's watching the game. He's at home with the kids, looking after the kids today.
So does that mean Ryan's abnormal? If Benny's our normal,
he's our normal.
He's looking good on
boundary
screen.
rider.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
our regular.
I'm very unnormal. Trust me, unnormal to replace him today because it's absolutely freezing down pitch side.
Our regular boundary rider, of course, family commitments, but looking great on screen there. Ryan has lost 20 kilos.
20 kilos, yes.
Magnificent, son.
Thank you.
Well done.
Can you still eat pasta?
No, actually, I don't. I'll be honest
you
with
go.
you. I got pretty sick at the start of the year, just before COVID. It wasn't COVID. I got glandular fever, and it's really changed my body. And now I'm allergic to gluten and wheat. Work that one out. So I've had my testing, and it wasn't because of weight loss. It was just purely, I don't know, my body's just changed.
Yeah, okay.
Lead into this game, Cumberland drew with the Adelaide Blue Eagles 2-2. They drew with Olympic 0-0. So a couple of good results against a couple of good teams. They drew with the Raiders 1-1. Another good result in my view. They beat Croydon 3-1. A great result in my view.
So they haven't lost for 5 weeks, have they?
And they beat Modbury Jets 3-0 as well. So Cumberland definitely good form going into this game. Adelaide United lost 4-0 to Campbelltown last week. They drew with the Blue Eagles 1-1. Drew with Metro Stars 2-2, so that's
a couple of good
that's
results.
Not bad,
yeah,
exactly. They lost to the Comets 3-0. They lost to Parra Hills though 3-0. That's the worrying one. And they lost to Cumberland earlier on when COVID started 4-3.
I think they were leading 3-1 in that game.
So some indifferent results, but Paul Peslis, in fairness, has got to juggle a squad every week and depleted of players. Not the easiest coaching job in the league. And don't they say, Ryan, it's a development squad?
100%, and it's good to see that they are developing players because there's a lot of good players coming through into that first team, if you want to call it, of Adelaide United. They're an exciting bunch of players.
So today's match day action, round 5, week 12 of the season proper. So we're over halfway, boys. It's now time becoming the enemy. And whilst we used to say it's early days, we can't say that anymore when we look at the premiership table and teams have to start getting into gear. So in saying that, was Modbury right to part ways with Jason? I didn't realise we'd already been halfway through the season, so maybe it was a time to make a move. Rob?
Yeah.
No?
No, probably not. I would have kept Jason there.
I was shocked when they got rid of Jason, I'll be honest with you. I think he's done
There were
fantastic job at
circumstances.
Modbury.
Mutual parting, boys.
It was a mutual parting.
Yeah. Anyway, it's. I'm just surprised how the season's already crept up on us and we're already halfway
There's a few
through it.
player movements, though, isn't there? Sam Carmichael, I think, played with Croydon Kings. Right?
Correct.
And he got a transfer to Cumberland 2 weeks ago. So
he only played at Croydon 2-3 weeks ago. I'm sure I saw the highlights.
Correct.
Okay, let's go through.
He's made the move to. Same with the younger Signori, played with White City 3 weeks ago.
Is he son of Luch?
Yep. And he's playing. He's on the bench, starting on the bench today.
Remember Paul 2 years ago, who was at Adelaide Olympic.
Okay.
He's been with a few clubs.
And let's go through the lineups while we've got a moment. The teams aren't out on the park yet, but the Adelaide United team, of course, are the home team today here at Velo Football Centre. And their goalkeeper is Ethan Cox. Wearing the number 3 today, 33 I should say, is Cooper Nunn. Wearing 43 today is Daniel Bresson. 44, Alexander Popovich. Number 45, Michael Cittadini. Number 14, Binyam Kabidi. Number 55, Keshab Shrestha. Number 58, Johnny Yule. Number 68, Kane Vidmar. Can anyone throw any light on the relationship with that great name in that lineup?
Well, listen, there's not a lot of Vidmars in South Australia, so if it's not a son
somewhere
of Tony and Aurelio, it'd definitely be a nephew.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 69, Musa Torre. Number 52, Massimo Falco. And the reserves for Adelaide United Youth, 53, Callum Campbell. 56, Ethan Alagich. It's got to be a relation to the
That's definitely, I think 99% that's Richie's son.
Yep, that is.
57 is Terence Lynch. 63 is Arby Mollis. And the reserve keeper for Adelaide United is Stephen Hall.
This is the first time I've ever seen a lineup, Ryan and Paul.
Be careful what you
With
say.
no traditional numbers of 1 to 11.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that.
No
there's a 14 in there,
That's
Rob.
a 14. I said 1 to 11.
Oh, okay.
I have never seen a lineup like that.
No, you're right. Pretty high numbers. Any reasoning behind that? Because they probably have to register so many.
Yeah, because they have to register all their boys.
Is that from like 10 years ago?
No, because they've got a lot of squad numbers.
You
pretty much got a squad, Robbie, and the squad number 1 in Adelaide United is Paul Izzo, and then they work their way down to all their players. So
that's right.
That's the reason they do that.
Sure.
Okay, that's the Adelaide United lineup.
And Stephen Hall's number 90.
We've got hope. There's still position 95 to grab. We've still got hope, boys. We've still got hope.
Still got hope. Okay, for looking at the Cumberland United lineup, in goals is number 1, Luke Schoen. He's number 2 is Jack Showen. He's the captain of Cumberland. 3 is Joshua Harvey. 4 is Declan Gray. 5, as we were just talking about, Sam Carmichael made the move from Croydon to Cumberland. He's a former South Adelaide player too, so good little player he is. 6 is Christopher Skoll. 8 is Harry Thanhauser. 9 is Juan Gutierrez. 11 is Thomas Briscoe. 15, Ryan Wood. And number 7 is A.M. Majok. On the bench for Cumberland Foxes, they've only got 4 players on the bench. It's number 12, David Signore. 16, former Blue Eagles, Matthew Charolumbus. I think also 18 is a former Blue Eagles player.
Correct.
Anthony Panagulius. And number 20 is the reserve goalkeeper, Dawson Bojanik. Bojanik.
Quickly on Dawson Bojanik, he did come from Adelaide Blue Eagles last year, but was in Slovenia for the past year playing in club football there.
Wow.
And there are our lineups coming out in the centre of the park, and our referees for today, Rob.
Yeah, the senior referee is Daniel Cook, alias captain. Referee assistant is Jackie Megson. Referee other assistant is Andrew Chitty.
And Cumberland today, as usual, in their yellow strip with green shorts, yellow socks, very Socceroos looking. And, of course, Adelaide United, the Reds, naturally in their red strip and very Liverpool looking.
Thank you, Paul. And I like your tribute a few weeks ago when you were playing Liverpool and Leeds United. I didn't forget the Leeds United. You were playing that a few weeks ago in your half-time break.
I didn't play anything Liverpool in my half-time
No,
break.
Leeds United. You played Leeds United.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago. I was excited for you.
They're playing each other round 1, aren't they?
Correct. They are.
I wouldn't tribute anything to Liverpool. You've got to be joking.
It'd be at least 6-0 that game.
What a baptism of fire for poor old Leeds. But anyway.
To Leeds.
Well, yeah, no, I wouldn't be expecting to win that in a fit. Anyway.
Okay, big clash here. Round 5, week 12. We're calling this one.
It's all thanks to One Solution Group, your IT specialists. And thanks to Green Play Australia, we'll keep you up to date with the other games happening today. And also the time clock is proudly brought to you by Green Play Australia. And the stats. Ryan, did Rob tell you got to do the stats too?
Oh, no, he didn't tell me how to do the stats.
Ben is multi-skilled.
Oh, Jesus.
He does the stats.
If I knew that, I would have retired. He's put the mocks on me. It really showed me up.
I'll leave that comment right alone. No, if you get a chance.
Yeah, no, I'll do the stats. If you throw me down a pen, I might catch it.
Where are you?
To your right, Paulie. Robbie.
Do you want to let us through it?
Well done, boys. Well done. Great effort.
Assistant
Great
referee.
effort.
Peppercelli living dangerously. Captain Cook gets us underway. It's round 5 action.
Our tips. Paul?
I'm going with Cumberland, another form side at the moment.
Ryan?
Adelaide United.
Cumberland, easy. 4-5.
Okay.
Robbie, easy.
So it is a throw-in on the far side of the ground. It will go to Adelaide United, who in their red strip are attacking to left of screen. Cumberland attacking to right of screen. Any wind advantage down there, Ryan?
No, not really. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to have to do the little wind trick.
We'd like you to always be honest with us as Gray goes back to his keeper, Showen. Showen now with a long clearance. And it was Majok there. But he's come to Adelaide United. They'll come out through Popovic. It's a famous name, isn't it? On the far side now. They'll go all the way back to their keeper, Cox. So Adelaide United youth in the all-red. Moving the ball forward methodically. Nunn turns it over. Briscoe to Madjock is a chance for Cumberland. Byline gets the cutback. Nice intercept, needed to be done. Madjock will get another bite at the cherry, but the referee's seen something.
Offside, boys.
So offside against Cumberland. Crowd not too happy with that decision by the sounds of it.
Yeah, so it's a free kick to Adelaide United. Cooper Nunn goes back to his keeper there, and Ethan Fox goes right-hand side of the park. They're looking for a play there in the middle of the park. It's Shrestha on that far side. Going for a run also for Adelaide United.
It's Falco, I think, on the far side.
Massimo Falco. It'll be a throw-in for Adelaide United. Right-hand side of the park. Falco looking for the player in Bresson. Cumberland try and clear it, Madjock. controls, squares it straight to a play though in Yole. Johnny Yole has a shot and saved there by the keeper in Luke Schoen. It was dipping and moving a bit with this breeze going across the park, and a good save by the keeper there in Luke Schoen.
Just quickly, boys, the wind is going across the pitch.
Yep.
So watching on replay there, Yule from distance, got good connection on that, swirling breeze. And Schoen had to tip it over the bar. First corner to Adelaide United. Thanks to Green Play Australia. Referee Cook just making sure no contact, and it's been headed away. It'll come back with a bad shot there. Very high shot by Falco. And I think that will put that off target, Ryan, won't we?
Correct, that's definitely off target. An attempt. I know we've had this debate many a times.
Good to have you back.
Lenko says, come on you Foxes. Joe Gouchy's watching the game on Facebook
The Gouch.
live.
Didn't you have a crush on the Gouch as well, Rob?
Yeah, the Gouch, yeah.
Oh, a couple of years ago, that's
Keeper.
all he used to talk about, Paul, was the Gouch.
And who's the other one? Blocker Wilson's
Oh,
he's in
Block, he
love with.
loved Blocker.
Ah, Blocker's back though, isn't he? Not doing too well down at Para Hills though.
So Madjock now for Cumberland, holding off the defender. Popovic goes back to his keeper. Cox back out to the far side. Was that Vidmar on the far side? It's been, oh, that could have been holding, and that's the way the referee sees it, going against Adelaide United. So Cumberland.
Musatore.
Correct, Vidmar's playing right back.
So it's into attack they go. Madjock goes up goes the play there.
Popper.
Popovic looking for Torre. Adelaide United just pushing it around, bobbling around at the moment. Kabidi was there. I wonder if he's related to Alamea. Kabidi for Blue Eagles, and hasn't been playing for a while. Ends up with Adelaide United. They go through into attack.
Offside flag
Side
up.
of the park.
Bresson played it forward.
So it'll be a free kick to Cumberland. Keeper will take it. Just inside the box.
Matchday sponsor one Solution Group. Round 5 action. NPL SA. Good to have your company on this chilly Saturday afternoon in Adelaide.
Over the halfway line. Good touch there. Madjock can run onto it. The referee
Head collision.
has seen a head collision and has stopped it.
Let's just watch on replay. Accidental, of course, both players
Madjock.
going for the ball.
Madjock had a chance too. Look at that.
Well, I don't know if it was running away from him. Yeah, I suppose he did. But
Head collision, you have to stop it.
he had no one in the middle to play it to anyway. Angle would have been against him. 3 red shirts around him.
One player looks out cold, doesn't he? The Adelaide United player.
Not moving.
He's not moving. He did move a little bit, but I think the physio's just put him into a sort of cradle position.
Not sure who is it down.
No, he's moving. He's in the recovery
Is that
position.
Popovic?
Popovic.
I think it's Popovic. Yeah, it is Popovic.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Looks all right. Both boys acknowledge it was an accidental knock of heads.
If he's a 16-year-old, he is a
Big boy, isn't
solid
he?
boy for a 16-year-old. He is a big boy.
Alexander Popovic.
Most of the Popoviches are big, aren't they?
He's got size, probably 10, 11 feet there. He's got to grow into them. He's going to be a monster of a centre-back.
And Sam Carmichael, both players, both okay. Sportsman-like play, and it'll be, well, it's given back to Cumberland, but they go all the way back to their defensive half. Chipping the ball forward was Gray. Madjock the target. Getting a head on it there was Van Houser. Could have been some holding going on there right in front of us. 3, 4 yellow shirts around the player.
He's pointed the wrong way, isn't he?
It's a Cumberland.
It's Cumberland.
Oh, man, I thought the young
What was
boy
that
did
for?
well.
Yeah. What did he do wrong?
Well, it was on replay and I couldn't pick it. He had 4 yellow shirts around him.
He pushed into him, I suppose.
That's part of shielding the ball.
Yeah, that's what I
The
thought.
art.
Anyway, so Wood now for Cumberland will put this to the tip of the box, hoping to get it to the penalty area. Plenty of yellow shirts in there. Goes deep. Headed, not cleared properly. Now will be. That was Vidmar clearing the ball for Adelaide United. Gee, that's a familiar call, isn't it? Vidmar clearing the ball for Adelaide United. Back in the
Might be the
glory
son
days.
of Tony Vidmar. Vidmar played in the right fullback, didn't he? In his days.
I think you're right.
So throw in taken here by Cumberland. Trying to get to it was Carmichael. Still Cumberland tussling around with it. Ends up with Was that Briscoe?
He
not Briscoe.
He was the target.
Gutierrez.
Guterres. It's on that far side and trying to keep it in. Adelaide United player. Falco.
It's a foul, boys.
So he's got the free kick.
It's the first one against
Quickly
Cumberland.
taken there
Correct.
by Bresson. Popovic, left side to Nunn. Nunn goes short. Goes out towards Yull. Yull loses out. Madjock's got a chance. Goes past the keeper. Goes down. It should be
that's
a
a red
penalty.
card too,
and it
isn't
could be
it?
a red card.
That was a deliberate trip. Is that red?
No, it's a yellow.
Now,
They don't punish them twice, I think.
I know, but there was a rule, if someone can bring us up to speed, there was a rule unless it was directly intentional where you would get the double blow. That was a blatant trip. Referee probably just giving the goalkeeper benefit of the doubt that he was trying to get the ball away from his feet. But I think if it's a deliberate foul in the box, you can get the double. Poof. Gee, the ball was well
That's
passed.
deliberate as.
So, does anyone remember that rule? I remember when we were doing the soccer show, there was you could still get a red
But it's
and give
changed.
away a penalty. It had to be a deliberate act of a foul, not an accidental.
Yeah, and
That wasn't accidental.
yeah.
So anyhow,
Well, how do you
Briscoe
determine
over the
difference?
ball with this penalty. Scored a few goals this year. I did calculate how much he was scored. He's up there, and he puts it in the
well
back of the
saved
net. So it's goal number 1. 1-0 to Cumberland Foxes over Adelaide United.
That's a way to take a penalty if we see this on replay. You know, so many soft penalties. This is hard, direct, low. Even if the keeper did go the right way, went through him. That was a brilliantly taken penalty. Tommy Briscoe getting Cumberland off the mark, leading 1-0 in the 9th minute. Be interesting to see any Facebook views on that penalty. Should that have been red, Rob? See what our viewers think. I thought that was deliberate.
Yep. Nat Lenko says red card every day.
Yeah. So anyway,
I think
Adelaide,
we tend to agree.
Adelaide United youth now. Under the pump. Cooper back to Popovic. Looks well balanced too at the back. Popovic back to Nunn.
Yeah, he's leading the goal scoring. He's got 10 goals now so far this season.
Nunn chips it up
Thomas
the line.
Briscoe. Costanzo's got 8. Dominic
Kabidi.
Costanzo.
He scored an absolute blinder last week.
Yeah, what about Detroiters?
Oh.
That was a ripper too. Hard to choose the best one.
Cumberland come out of defence through Briscoe to Carmichael. Carmichael looking for a runner. Gee, that's a hospital ball. And they did well to keep possession. Carmichael again on the halfway line, goes backwards. Harvey up the line to no one in particular. I think Adelaide United lucky to have 11 men on the park.
The other score update, it's Adelaide Raiders leading 1-0 against Modbury. There's Comets versus Metro Stars, it's 0-0. Blue Eagles and Croydon, it's 0-0. And Parry Hills and Adelaide City early in the games is 0-0, thanks to Green Play Australia.
Around the grounds is now it's Adelaide United in possession through the middle of the park. Kabidi with the left foot. He's turned it over. They will recover. Nunn up the line. On the halfway line. They go backwards though. Popovic under pressure from Madjock. Back to Nunn. Briscoe good pressing. That's for Jimbo. Oh, almost took out his screen.
That was my monitor.
Okay. Oh, well, no great loss then.
Well done, Jimbo. Yeah, you should be a goalkeeper.
Good save. That's a
Yeah,
save.
good
We'll
save. Well
stat
done.
that.
Stat that one.
Chittadini goes back for Adelaide United to Popovic. To the far side to Vidmar. Vidmar going for a little bit of a gallop. Well, it could be Musature. No.
I think it's Vidmar.
Now the switch of play. That's Chittadini. Looking to put it into the hot spot. Bit deep. She just flicked on there. Needed to be by Wood. And that's out of play. So we've gone just over 11 minutes in the first half on the Green Play Australia time clock. On the Green Play Australia scoreboard, it's Adelaide United under 21s 0, Cumberland 1.
So it is on the far side. Adelaide United with a throw in. Referee sees an infringement, or the referee's assistant's got his
Offside.
flag up.
Offside, boys.
Thank you.
First one for Adelaide United. One apiece in this half.
So
I'll make it the second, Ryan.
For Adelaide United?
Yeah, they had one really early down here in front of the...
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I think.
We'll just let him do the
No,
job.
no, we're helping each other, Rob.
We are. We're a team.
That's right.
Robbie, I know you think about I, but me and Paul like working as a team.
That's it.
There's
Twice
no-
Jimbo laughing.
What is it? There's no...
Anyway, it's
Oh, doesn't
Madjock
matter.
with a chance for Cumberland. He's in the box again, causing all sorts of havoc, but none did very well. Clears it to the far side. Falco under pressure. Concedes the throw in. Gee, this Madjock, you're right, Rob. Was it you saying?
Yes.
I'm looking forward to seeing him play.
Good player.
Inexperienced or experienced defender, I would not like to play against Madjock. He is nippy and he's
Awkward
everywhere.
as well, isn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
He's gangly. He's just unpredictable. That's what you want, I suppose, in a forward.
So it is a throw-in on the far side. They go inboard, looking for Carmichael. Madjock was there, but Rick Keeper did well. Cox goes short to none. Cittadini's there. Controls, goes inboard. He was trying to find Yo,
Oh, good.
but winning the ball, it's Adelaide United
Kabidi.
in Kabidi. Into the arms of the keeper there in Luke Schoen. Puts it on the ground. He'll put it into attack. Looking for Briscoe. No one's on him. Nunn wins it. Push on Carmichael will win the free kick. Just over the halfway line. It is 1-0 to Cumberland, thanks to Green Play Australia.
Yeah, pretty obvious just watching there on replay. And Shrestha getting into the back. His opponent. Referee right on the spot, Cook. And Wood maybe to take the free, yes he will. I thought Gutierrez was coming across. But it'll be Wood to put it into the hot spot for Cumberland. They lead 1-0. Got a bit of a breeze maybe behind their back, swirling a bit. And the keeper came off the head of Joshua Harvey, but easy take in the end for Ethan Cox.
Goal attempt?
Nah.
No.
So Vidmar sends it right-hand side of the park. Looking for number 50-something. There's about 5 players who got 50-something in this team.
It's a few. It's
A little bit hard to see, but we'll get through it. On the far side it is, Madjock goes out, trying to find the
Skull.
play there in Skull. Christopher Skull. Quattrez goes short. Trying to find Husenhausen. Is that how you say it? Goes inboard. It's our chance for Adelaide United. Does a bit of a pirouette, Shrestha. Trying to get something going. Kabidi was there, but still it's Adelaide United trying to get something. Shrestha again.
Van Houser. Is that who you mean, number 8?
Yeah, Van Houser, yeah. Goes left side of the park to Nunn. I was calling Hunhauser.
I don't know what you... Van
It's
Houser.
Van Houser, yeah. Goes left side to Nunn. Back inboard, Popovic. You'll look for Vidmar, no? He does now. Vidmar with it, right hand side of the park. Adelaide United. Looking for an opening, number 69. Toure, good number. Goes back to Cumberland. Goes into attack, no one there. Keeper did well to come out. Headers the ball. Well done, he can have a shot. He was trying to have a shot.
Absolutely.
Saw the keeper off his line. Fresh, airy shot.
And after that, Toure found himself in an offside position. So comedy of errors there. There's a fresh area on replay. And Toure thought he'd won the lottery, but no, offside flag to deny him. Carmichael with a fresh area and Toure just offside. So Schoen for Cumberland now puts them back into attack. Briscoe was the target, but it's been cut out by Vidmar. It'll come again. Madjock couldn't control it. Vidmar goes back to his keeper. Cox now comes to Nunn. Nunn for Adelaide United. Looks up. Goes short. Cittadini. Nice turn. Interesting challenge, but got the ball. All good, says the referee. So Cittadini in front of the grandstand. Throw in for Adelaide United. Wasted. Possession. It's out of play. Throw in. Van Houser will leave it for Gutierrez. Gutierrez now inboard to Briscoe. Back to Gutierrez. Van Houser, Briscoe. Toure, and good work by Skull in the end. And they'll clear through Harvey. Or will they?
Harvey goes all the way back to Showen. Keeper. Goes towards the centre of the ground. Carmichael went up. Ends up with Adelaide United. Inboard to Nunn. He goes short to Yull. Yull gets the ball again from Bresson. Popovic to Vidmar. Just pushing it around at the moment, Adelaide United. They go back to the keeper. Ethan Cox. Back to Cooper Nunn. Looking for Toure. Cut out though, come by Cumberland. Ends up with Popovic, goes into attack, looking for a runner there. We'll try and pick him up, that's Falco. Just didn't quite keep him, actually he put it out for a throw-in. And that's far side, or is it a goal kick? It is a goal kick.
So round 5 action, week 12 of the competition, thanks to One Solution Group. We're here live at the Velo Football Centre, the NPL SA. Good to have you on board. Fairly cold, but the wind just starting to calm maybe a little bit here in Adelaide. No one wanting to go for that from the goal kick. Carmichael got up, Van Houser plays it short to Briscoe. Madjock gave him an opportunity, didn't want it. Briscoe goes himself. Had Gutierrez in the overlapping run. That was ignored. Carmichael just got a toe on it. Skull goes backwards and Cumberland come again.
Go towards Gutierrez. Goes to Carmichael looking for play there. Madjock runs out.
Offside flag up.
And yes.
Oh, well, that's interesting. There's 3 calls there. Was the offside flag up or was that a foul? Was that
offside
a foul on the
flag.
goal? Yeah, I know, but having a look at the replay, yeah, see, I think Madjock would have been fouled, or would have been called a foul against Madjock. Was very late on the keeper.
Quickly taken here, Adelaide United with possession. Bresson, looks like he's the go-to man. Goes to Vidmar. Vidmar looking up, trying to get Toure. Not a good ball though, cut out there by Cumberland and Harvey. Looking for Madjock. Cooper Nunn. Bresson all the way back to his keeper there in Cox. Back to Vidmar. Got a lot of possessions in the back line, Adelaide United. As they try and switch play, Cittadini, can he control it? Doesn't, and it's over the sideline. It will be a throw-in to Adelaide United.
I like the way they work it out from the back, but there's good pressing by Cumberland, so it's not all on their terms as Popovic under a little bit of pressure goes back to Cox.
Whoop.
Comes out wide to Nunn. Back to, see the pressing by Cumberland? Just wait, let him play out from the back. So here we go again, Cox. I'll come down the middle, Popovic. Go short, Bresson. Looking for a run. This is where it sort of breaks down a little bit, but Cittadini got the favour of the bounce. Cittadini inboard. Bresson. Adelaide United still in possession, but getting forced back to Popovic to the halfway line. He goes wide. Shestra through, goes wider again, inboard. Bresson, tip of the box. Offside flag up.
Clever though.
Good build up. Just the last that final third, a little bit more coordination and cohesive play needed.
So it'll be keeper Luke Showen.
It's Shrestha on the far side. Shrestha.
So he gets it over the halfway line. Across the breeze.
Oh,
Carmichael gets
hurt
up. He's on the
himself.
ground again.
Yeah.
Got the head collision before, didn't he? So he's on his haunches, but it goes out. Adelaide United through Yull to Nunn. Nunn left side, gets it in. Nice looking ball too. Shrestha was there, but it's ended up with the play there in Falco. And into the arms of the keeper in Showen.
Just the patient build-up by Adelaide United, the young fellas.
So Showen. No one there though. Nunn goes back to his, can't pick it up. Madjock under pressure. Did well. Cox goes to Vidmar.
Is that breeze change, Ryan, down there?
Will go short. He finds the Shrestha. Back to Vidmar it goes. Goes into attack there. Good ball too. Finding Kabidi. Looks like he's the other Kabidi, Alamao Kabidi, the skill-wise that is.
Definitely hasn't changed, but it's got stronger.
So it's Adelaide United, right-hand side. Looks like a foul throw, that one.
There's been a couple of claims of foul throws against the Adelaide United boys.
Goes out. Shrestha, I reckon that was.
Yes, it
goes
was.
all the way back to Vidmar.
Shrestha.
Quickly taken. Carmichael looking for Majok. In the way is Vidmar. Well done, Vidmar. Goes short to Popovic. Back to Shrestha. Yull, not a good ball. Winning the ball is Briscoe. Briscoe can make it goal number 2. Has a shot. Gone through her players and into the arms of the keeper. And a good chance there for Cumberland.
Charged down by Vidmar. Lucky he was in the way. Took the pace off the ball.
Bad ball by Yull.
And that's the last person you want to turn it over to is Briscoe. Chittadini now for Adelaide United. They trail 1-0 on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. Adelaide United inside the box. Player trying to centre, but he's had the ball taken off him.
Should have done better, didn't he, Briscoe, then?
Oh, he was always moving away from goal. I think he was almost looking for a layoff if someone was coming through the middle, but not to be. So I think he did well in the end. Is a favoured left or right?
Right.
Yeah, so I think he did very well then on the left. So almost 24 minutes gone, 23 and a half. Green Play Australia time clock.
Scoreboard update thanks to Green Play Australia. It's 1-0 Adelaide City leading against Para Hills. It's Blue Eagles leading 1-0 against Croydon Kings. And the other game, it's Raiders leading 1-0 against Modbury. Comets and Metro Stars, it's 0-0 here at Velo Stadium. It is 1-0 to Cumberland Foxes over Adelaide United.
And Harvey goes for the safety of the line. Sun breaking through. Gee whiz, from this morning to what we've got now, who would have thought?
Don't talk too soon.
It's a none.
Because the breeze is blowing.
Hacks it forward, but the forecast was that the wind was to calm after
down.
3.
Okay.
And conditions
And
were
you
to
believe
improve.
the forecast? They've got it wrong all week, haven't they?
No, not really. 8 times out of 10, they're usually close. So we're looking for a ball. It's on the far side of the ground. A throw in. I think I did speak too soon about
Did you say it was
three.
easing at 3 o'clock?
It's just sprung up.
Which has been blown out.
Harvey down the line. Carmichael under pressure. Too many red shirts. Shrestha, I should have said. Harvey again. I can hear the whisper. You think they were going to hear on the whisper, when you're whispering.
Just Robbie DeRosa saying Valentini scored for Blue Eagles. Stefan.
Briscoe needing support. Carmichael. I don't know if that was a through ball or a shot. I'll let you make the decision, Ryan. Yep.
Yeah, through ball.
Popovic, Bresson.
See how many times that been pushed together? Bresson, Nunn and Popovic.
Moving it out of defence. Just trying to find Tour, I think it was.
Got 2 balls on the pitch.
Yeah, we have. It's confusing. Chittadini gets a head on it for Adelaide United. Not cleared convincingly. It'll come back at him. Bresson doing well to keep possession. Looking for a runner. Didn't come. Gutierrez now. Goes short. Thanhalsa. He's looking for movement. Comes from Madjock. He's almost through.
Ooh.
And that's another foul, but against Madjock. And don't know what the complaint is.
He's got power, hasn't he?
Yep. Just watch on.
Complaining about the first one from Popovic.
Yeah, no, that was nothing in that, the first one. That was good defending. So foul against Madjock and Cumberland as Vidmar comes away with it.
So Vidmar goes in, ball Bresson. Goes back to Popovic. It's done that about 15 times, haven't they? Goes to Nunn. He'll go back to Popovic. I was going to say that before he kicked it. So Popovic, likely tight. Chips it up. Looking for a front runner there. That was Johnny Yull.
Yeah.
And the way is Luke Schoen. Gets the ball on the ground. Over the halfway line. Madjock ended up with it. I think he dumped it himself in that one.
He had an airy. Know what he's wanting to do. It didn't happen.
And that ball's going over the sideline. It will be a throw-in. Certainly looks dangerous up front. Could be a throw-in. Gutierrez would take it. Go short to play there in Feinhauser. This time a throw-in to Adelaide United. They do clear the ball. Up in the air it goes. Bit of a push-off. Should have been a free kick, I thought. Kabidi.
Gray was backing into him.
Yep.
50-50.
Well, he still put his hand on his back. You can't do that.
Okay.
In my days, you couldn't.
Oh, my days.
Up went Yol. Feinhauser. Goes short to Skull. Finds its captain in Jack Showen. Right side of the park. Gray, Declan Gray.
Can you get Tommy?
He'll chip it up, looking for Tommy. Briscoe. Back of the post though, he won't get that one. And it's gone over the sideline. Will be a throw-in to Adelaide United. I was going to say Tony Vidmar, but it's Kane Vidmar.
Back in your day, would have been Tony Vidmar, wouldn't it?
It's a foul throw again. And this time they picked it up. Who's teaching these kids how to throw?
It's a good question. That's the basics,
It's always
isn't
behind
it?
your head, isn't it?
I like that pop up there, Jimbo. It's beautiful. Drink and drive, is it? Is that, it's one for Rob, is it? So it's going to be a throw into Josh Harvey for Cumberland. It's probably been about 3 or 4 foul throws. It's first picked up. Goes into the box very deep. Not cleared. And just wide of the upright. And no real threat on goal. Yeah, that's an interesting question. If it's a development squad, Ryan, I mean, wouldn't that be one of the basics that you want to get right?
Correct. And it's the same player that nearly got pinned for the other time.
Anyhow, Cumberland, Gray goes to Briscoe, Feinhauser, back to Gray it goes. They're pushing her out quite near Gutierrez. Captain Schuen.
Well, that's a hard one.
And
Harvey
he
couldn't
won't get
there.
that one.
No.
Right hand side of the park. It'll be Falco. Bresson. Finds none. He'll look for the switch. It's a bit, not a good switch, wasn't it? And over the sideline it goes.
So Cumberland going on their merry way, coming in with some good form. And the surprise packet of the season for me at the moment, Cumberland.
They've picked up some good players. Carmichael. Don't know where. It's Madjock. I'm not sure if he played them from the beginning.
Carmichael now, here's a chance. Thanhausen tried to lay it off. Didn't come to Madjock. Cleared by Popovic. Gutierrez will get another chance to bring it back in for Cumberland. Good ball control. Under pressure. Goes backwards to Gray. He'll go back all the way to his keeper. It's a good pressure by the Adelaide United young boys. Gutierrez gets a head on it. Carmichael nudged out from it. Bresson back to Nunn. To Popovic. And it's the rebuild.
Back to Vidmar it goes. Schresser on that far side. He's got the ball again. Goes backwards. Vidmar to Popovic. He'll go to Nunn. Nunn's left side of the park. Cittadini. In ball to Bresnan. Gets the ball a lot, doesn't he? Gets it into attack. Not a good ball again. And that's gone over the goal line for a goal kick.
Yeah, Bresson there, he's got to be better with his delivery if he's the go-to man. One Solution Group, our match day sponsor, Technology Specialists. It's a great logo, great company. They're bringing you this round 5 action. Week 12 of the competition, NPL SA. Carmichael got a little bit of a head on it. And what's going on there? He hurt himself.
It was a 50-50 challenge. I'm not sure if he got...
When he came down, he got winded?
No. It was in the challenge, but I'm not sure if it was in the head or was it a little bit of maybe a kidney or something, or in the back.
We'll see if we can pick it up on replay.
He's up.
He's up, he's okay. Wood just directing traffic out there. Anyway, back to the live play. Ball trickles up the line out of play. Halfway line, throw in to Harvey, to Cumberland, that is. Harvey for Cumberland, far side of the ground. Comes central, Briscoe the target. Lays it off, your left it for Gutierrez. Gutierrez goes for a bit of a gallop through the middle. Try to 1-2 with Carmichael to Mad Jock. Angle against him, dispossessed. Gutierrez making a nuisance of himself in there. It's come out to Kabiti. Here come Adelaide United.
Well done, Kabiti, got it out towards the play there.
Cittadini. Oh, nice feet.
Back to Kabiti it goes. So Kabiti squares it up. Shrestha sends it out right. Falco inside he goes. Gets a cut back chance for Adelaide United. Back post there. It's Yol. Got a header across the goals, but cleared here by the Cumberland Foxes defence.
Yeah, showing it to clear that. That header came back across goal.
Score update. Adelaide Comets have hit the lead. So Comets 1 leading Metro Stars 0. It's all 1-0 all over the grounds. Raiders leading 1-0 against Modbury. Blue Eagles 1-0 against Croydon. Parry Hills are down 1-0 against Adelaide City. And here it's Cumberland leading 1-0 against Adelaide United.
All those score updates thanks to
Green Play Australia.
Thank you, Rob. As now good defending there by Showen. They've turned it over cheaply though, Cumberland, and here come Adelaide United. Chittadini put Bresson under pressure. Briscoe to Madjock. Good feet. Goes short. Van Halser up the line, or try to go up the line, but cut out by Nunn. And good defence in the end by Adelaide United. So it'll be a throw into Cumberland, grandstand side. They lead 1-0 on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. Van Halsen under pressure. Did well, Gutierrez. Gray. Back to Gutierrez. Looking for the next in the chain. Gutierrez says, I'll do it myself. Gets held. Play on, says the referee. Adelaide United trying to clear, and they win a throw-in.
So throw-in quickly taken here. Cittadini, Bressner. Got past, goes down the line, goes for a run. Goes back inside.
See, there's fails
looking
in
for
the final
help.
third.
Gets it through, is that
Vidmar?
Vidmar?
Yeah.
Vidmar with the ball, goes even further wide to Falco. Goes back to Vidmar, Bresnan. Back to Vidmar it goes, Falco, Shrestha. Back to Falco it goes, chance for Adelaide United. They've won themselves a corner kick. On that far side, what number is that there?
Number two.
I thought so.
On the Green Play Australia stats.
Beautiful.
So Adelaide United with a corner kick, chance to maybe get an equaliser before half time. Got time up their sleeve. How's that Facebook? Those Facebook comments, Rob?
Well,
Anyone?
somebody's written a
a
book.
story, yeah.
It's a bit too long, mate. Just shorten it. Something to do with foxes and greyhounds.
Anything over
and
a
Tommy
sentence
Briscoe.
We'll have Robbie struggling.
All three.
Right foot out swing, Adelaide United from the corner kick. What a lot of height on that. It's headed goalward, but off target. That was Popovich getting his head on it. And that's a goal attempt off target.
Number 2 off-target attempt for Adelaide United on the Green Play Australia stats, with 1 off-target shot for Cumberland as well.
Rob hasn't read that much since grade 1, was it? Rob, what's...
You want to read it?
No, I don't. I just want to know who sent it to you because I want to congratulate him.
Dan Dyron.
Dan the man.
Dan the man.
Anything over a sentence, Dan, and you'll have...
Yeah, you're gone, mate.
You'll have Rob struggling. Only joking, of course.
Oh, you got the gist of it. It's got to do with Briscoe, foxes and greyhound.
Well, we are. All three are here.
Yeah, exactly.
So now Vidmar on the far side for Adelaide United, who trail 1-0. They play it up the line. Stresta back to Vidmar, back to Popovich. To Nunn. Nunn for Adelaide United. Looking for that through ball there, and Yole tightly manned. Cittadini now. Back to Nunn. Maybe they've got to be a bit quicker with their transition. Vidmar. Falco back to Vidmar. Chip back to Falco, couldn't control it. Now it's Briscoe for Cumberland. Gee, put Yill under pressure. Turned over. Here's a chance now for Adelaide United. Torre one way then the other. Torre shoots but charged down. Kabiti was in the box but couldn't make it pay.
Oop.
Carmichael, nice little touch. He's got Matt Jock in front of him, but they're outnumbered. I think he was going for goal there.
He was going for Matt Jock, who was making a run through.
Wasn't a good pass, but here they go again in Bresson. Wando by Cumberland through Thanhauser. Madjock, well done. Popovich.
Gee, he looks
good
well
player.
balanced, doesn't
Very
he?
good, yeah.
Both feet too, very nice.
Shrestha goes out. Far side, Falco. Looking for support. Goes short. Kabiti. Shrestha back to Kabiti. So Kabiti did well. Great skills these youngsters have got. And it's out for a throw-in. Be taken here by Falco. Looking for support. Kabiti's got it. Loses out. It's cleared here by Skull over the side lane for a throw-in. So Adelaide City take a further lead. So Adelaide City 2 leading Parry Hills 0.
Probably heard your your pre-commentary, Robbie. They weren't happy.
Yeah, anybody can beat Parry Hills. At the bottom of the table, aren't they?
Doesn't mean anyone can beat him. Thanhauser under pressure for Cumberland. They try to work their way out of defence. Gray up the line. Asked a lot of Madjock. Almost gave away a free kick. Ball still in play. Here's a chance now for Adelaide United, but too many yellow shirts around. Carmichael has the ball for Cumberland. Briscoe comes deep to collect. Lays it off. Gutierrez, nice ball. No, it wasn't. Thought he might have come through by himself. Sorry, this is Gutierrez. Who was that on the far side? 15. Ryan Woods, sorry, Woody. As now Vidmar for Adelaide United up the line. Brasson, Shrestha. And fouled.
Quickly taken Adelaide United all the way back to the keeper in Ethan Cox. He goes to Nunn. Nunn with the ball, goes inboard towards Torre to Kabiti. Bresson goes to Falco. Shrestha's making a run down wide, but Falco got past a couple. Gets the square ball. Looking for the play there, but Bresson loses out. Carmichael. No one there though. That'll go over the sideline for a throw-in on the far side. So they go into attack once again. Popovich. Kabiti. Toure.
Right, I don't know if you want to come to the halfway line, mate. There's
Right-hand side.
Less conversation.
Goes out. Shrestha. He's got the ball, trying to get past the player there.
Bit of Elvis Presley.
Kishev Shrestha.
A little less conversation. Elvis Presley.
Yes.
Oh, they can stay there, Ryan. Maybe you come to the halfway line.
So throwing on that far side, Adelaide United. Played just over 40 minutes. On that far side. Into attack they go. And out over the sideline.
Offside flag up anyway.
Well, thrown. So Raiders take a further lead against Modbury. So Raiders 2, Modbury 0.
So that change of coach didn't help them too much, did it?
No, it looks like both teams down north are probably going to get relegated.
It's a bit of an early call, Rob.
Two clubs too close to each other too.
Gee, after such a good start, what could... Since COVID.
Confidence. Yeah. Other teams got better.
Other teams worked them out.
So goal kick taken here by Schoen, Luke Schoen. This Popovich, very impressive. Little Johnny Yule got it out to Falco, to Vidmar, looking for Toure. Bresson. And goes down. Bresson. Referee on the spot, Captain Cook. We forgot to mention him.
No, you
Daniel
did.
Cook.
No, you did mention him.
I did.
AKA
We haven't seen
the captain, I think.
so
you
his
called him.
name for a while. So it goes out to Vidmar, Short, Shrestner, looking for Falco, and that's gone over the side lane for a throw in to Cumberland.
Yeah. Madjock just has to curb his enthusiasm a little bit. He's good as in regards to harassing the defenders, but he's just tips over and giving away those cheap free kicks sometimes. So from the throw in Cumberland, turn it over. Shestra gets the cut back. No one in the box for Adelaide United, disappointingly, and that's an easy take for Showen. He clears off the side of his boot, headed by Popovic for Adelaide United. Trying to throw ball for Toure, that didn't come off. It's better pressure by Toure. And he retreats. Showen with a take two. Briscoe the target again. Didn't read it too well. Adelaide United now through none. Go short, Bresson. Back to none. Back to Popovic. Approaching 44 minutes gone on the Green Play Australia time clock as Vidmar just over the halfway line for Adelaide United. Falco up the line. Back to Vidmar. He'll be under pressure now. Briscoe applied the pressure but gave up quickly. None. Bit of urgency now. Comes wide. Cittadini under pressure. Wants to go central but goes backwards. And we'll start again with Popovic.
So Popovic with the ball to Vidmar. Vidmar goes out. It's gone back to him. Go all the way back to Ethan Cox, the keeper. Back to Vidmar it goes on that far side. Kane Vidmar. Shrestha. And in the way. It's the play there.
And I'm glad we don't do the possession stats
Harvey.
because Adelaide United have probably had the majority of the possession, but it counts for nothing.
Especially the back line.
That's right.
They go into attack
Gee,
and
that's
there's an
late.
offside flag.
Yeah, pretty late. Almost as late as Jimbo this afternoon.
What does that mean?
Well, just to liven it up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Had to have it. Can't dig at you all the time, right?
That's true.
Look, he bought a note. I like that. Oh, goodness gracious me.
He's fading away.
Who? He is. Him and Ryan.
Everyone's fading
They're
away.
half the man they used to be.
Except for me.
Me and you, Rob, we're holding the fort.
Yeah.
We're keeping the economy going
We're
at the
keeping
supermarkets.
We keep eating the pasta,
Absolutely.
hamburgers.
Oof. Tonight, Snitty.
I was just about
Schnitzel.
to say. Schnitzel for sure.
You bet. Well, the last time they met, Cumberland won 4-3. I don't know if we're going to see that scoreline. Prior to that, they drew 1-1 and Cumberland won 1-0 back in 17, and that's the scoreline.
They came back strong, Cumberland, that game. I think Adelaide United 3-0 up.
Popovic
if I
goes
remember.
back to his keeper. Vidmar under pressure, goes wide. Falco up the line. Toure the target, didn't get there. Well, they've scored 17 goals, Rob. Adelaide United 13. Cumberland have conceded 24.
Just a message from Mike Smith. Everyone's starting to write long words here.
No, yeah, long sentences.
Long sentences, sorry.
Long words.
As they go into the attack, I'll mention it in a minute. Madjock, gee, so quick. Mike Smith, quick hello to the NPL Adelaide United squad currently in lockdown. Think the reserves, which are playing at the moment for Adelaide United, have done very well over the last month in NPL. So this is virtually the reserve squad playing.
Well, they have. They had a good draw with Blue Eagles and Metro Stars. And now Grey for Cumberland. Referee has called half-time. And a minute and a half of extra time being played in this first half. And we go in at half-time with Cumberland leading 1-0. Adelaide United having a lot of possession, but really predominantly in their back half.
He goes on to say, Mike Smith, I for one love the style of football of Cumberland. Love the long ball footy. Second half with wind will be interesting. Well done.
Yeah, but that wind, I don't know if it's going to be going at their back Ryan saying it was going across the ground.
The wind is still going across the ground, boys. It's not playing a massive factor in the way Adelaide United play, to tell you the truth.
Have you got anyone, Ryan?
Still getting somebody? I didn't know with the COVID if you're allowed to, you weren't allowed to.
Yeah, that's
Is
all right,
that
mate.
still?
Yeah, you can.
Still get somebody?
Keeping your arms distance, of course.
Yeah, no worries. I'll get the goalkeeper.
Gee, he looks half the man he used to be, eh? Look how skinny he looks.
Hello, bud.
Butch.
Good. Just quickly, how do you reckon that half went?
Yeah, it was a bit up and down, I guess. The conditions are a bit of fun.
He's got a few local fans on the side.
A few number one supporters over there.
Girlfriend and mum.
Yeah, pretty much. Just mum.
Ask about the wind.
Yeah, I guess it was a bit up and down. We took control early, and then that last 10, 15 minutes, they had a lot of possession, and we tried to break through the lines a little bit, hold our shape, but we did well.
I can see by the wind and all that sort of stuff. Is it playing a massive factor?
It was against us there. It's sort of going towards that corner a fair bit, so balls are holding up, coming a bit longer. So, yeah, makes a big difference.
And I'll walk with you. I can definitely see your gameplay actually this half. You can see Adelaide United play very good football. They're a very good footballing team, but you're putting a lot of pressure up high and not allowing them to penetrate through the midfield.
Yeah, well, they're obviously a well-drilled team. All three of their teams from 18s reserves obviously play the same sort of style of football, so we've just got to work to our strength, keep our shape, break through the lines and know where we're good at and what we can do to expose them. So,
we'll get in the change rooms, enjoy that cup of tea.
Good on you, Ryan. Ryan there with Luke Schoen, the goalkeeper from Cumberland United. He's made one save, in fairness.
Yeah, I was going to say he's made one save. That was that early shot. It was probably in the 10th minute mark there, and it did swell a little bit. But besides that, Adelaide United had one on-target shot, which was that save there by Luke Schoen, and then 2 off-target. So he hasn't really had the most busiest of halves. But like I did mention, you can see Adelaide United, they're a well-drilled football team. They play some really, really nice football. But I feel like they're getting, not lost, but they don't have that penetration through that front third to really give their defenders something to worry about.
Very hard to break Cumberland down. Any other stats you want to go through, Ryan, there at half
Yeah,
time?
quickly, I'll go through the Green Play Australia stats. So let me just get my paperwork. The wind is starting to cause a little bit of havoc down here.
It's got lucky you got enough gel in your hair, mate. It's not too much.
It is. That was my main focus this morning when I got up. I was like, make sure there's enough gel in his hair. I've got to look for the boys in the camera. Just quickly, when the Green Play Australia stats, 1 save to Adelaide United, Ethan Cox, and 1 save to Luke Schoen. They've had 2 on-target shots, Cumberland, to 1 on-target shot, Adelaide United. Their 1 on-target shot was the goal to Tommy Briscoe, and a great penalty that was as well. They've had 1 off-target shot to 2 off-target shots to Adelaide United, 2 corners to Adelaide United, and no corners for Cumberland. 3 fouls against for Cumberland. 2 of them did come from Majok. You did say, Paulie, he is a bit over-enthusiastic in his pressing. That does cause some fouls. So 3 fouls there for against for Adelaide for Cumberland, sorry, and 4 for Adelaide United. And also, 1 for Adelaide United, sorry. And they've had 4 offsides, Adelaide United to Cumberland, 3 offsides. And surprising there with the offsides, because they don't penetrate hard in the midfield. They do a lot of cross-play balls. Adelaide United from their midfield, or their Popovic does look for a lot of cross-play balls, also Bresson. So it's their wingers in Falco and Chittadini that have got themselves caught in offside 4 times when they're not reading the line of their defence.
Great work there, Ryan, at half-time,
Well
our boundary rider. Robbie, some score updates before we have our half-time break.
Most of them are all half-time, so for one game. Adelaide Comets 1, leading Metro Stars 0. Raiders 2, leading Modbury 0. Blue Eagles 1, leading Croydon 0. And Adelaide City to progress score. It's 45 minutes played. Adelaide City 2, leading Parahills 0. Here at the Velo Stadium, it is Cumberland 1, leading Adelaide United 0.
Okay, lads, we'll take a short break here at the Velo Football Centre. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second half very shortly. It's round 5 action, all thanks to One Solution Group. Back with more after the break.
I'm just going to back the trailer in.
Can you bring it as close to the house as you can?
Don't you mean our house?
Oh, yeah. Our house. Our house. I like how that sounds.
I don't like how that sounds.
Is this close enough?
Make sure you have RAA Home and Contents Insurance. All claims are handled here NSA. Get a quote today. RAA.
Keep on moving on.
I like this one.
Oh, nice. Have you thought about insurance?
I'm just doing an online quote now.
New car? Get RAA Comprehensive Car Insurance. RAA.
Keep on moving on.
Yeah, so there's a big hand in front of the camera. Welcome back. It's Velo, not a horror movie. You might have got scared by that vision, but I can assure you, we're back here live at the Velo Football Centre. It's the NPL SA, proudly brought to you by One Solution Group. Round 5 of the competition, actually week 12 in actual fact. So 12 rounds gone, round 5 of the old system, post-COVID, I suppose. It's turned everything on its head, really, hasn't it? So anyway, that means we're over halfway through the season, and Cumberland at the moment in the top 6. Well, Rob, if you've got that live ladder, I think that app gives you the live ladder. It might tell you
yes, it does.
whether they are in the top 6. And
who you want? Top 6?
I think Cumberland
yes.
with this, if this stays
They're
true.
in the top 6.
Yeah. Who's out?
Olympic, Blue Eagles,
So what
Croydon.
They would have jumped over Olympic. So they'll be 5. Olympic down to 6. Well, Adelaide City are winning, so they'll be up to 18.
Comets will be 4 points clear if they keep their
Well, it's all
score on.
hypothetical because it is only half time.
Raiders are second.
Gee, they're going well. They're another one that's gone under the radar.
Under the radar,
haven't they?
yeah.
So the players making their way back onto the park, as you can see, in the shadows of Velo Football Stadium here. Well, it turned out to be a nice day in Adelaide. Not a good morning, but turning out to be a nice afternoon. And with a bit of luck, that wind will
Pack
just...
up might be difficult.
Well, you've seen black cloud?
See a few clouds.
No, we'll be okay. Famous last words. So what could... Ryan, I don't know if you've got your ears on, but anything... Oh, no,
still getting the
of
coffees.
course. How do you see... What do you see Adelaide United... what should they do, Rob, to get back into this game? There's a lot of possession in their defensive half and failing in the final third. What do they need to do in your eyes?
Well, they obviously need to put the ball in the back of the net, but just push it around as they're doing at the moment, and try and find an opening for the boys up front. They look dangerous, Toure and also Kabidi. They look dangerous when they've got the ball. And just,
not enough 18-yard box action, though? Do you think it's predominantly outside the 18-yard box? A bit more penetration needed?
I think... well, I thought Ryan was ringing me because he's still getting the coffees.
It's all right.
We've got whistling whistle.
Oh, no, yeah, where's the whistler?
Whistling Dixie.
I think he's whistling more than Dixie. It's quite a loud whistle. Don't know where this guy is. So we're just about to get the second half underway. It'll be Adelaide United kicking to right of screen. Cumberland will be going to left of screen. We heard from Luke Schoen at half-time that wind is probably going across the ground towards the dog park. And referee Cook gets us underway in Adelaide United through Bresson, who had a lot of the ball in that first half. But unfortunately, always going back. Nunn tried a through ball. Gray under pressure. Plays the ball out of play. Safety of the line for a throw-in. And that's a cheap turnover by Adelaide United.
Little Johnny Yule putting it straight through over the sideline. It'll be a throw-in on that far side. That was Gray. Goes back to Yol. Tries to get it going, but that's cut out. Cumberland through Wood, I think. Got it through.
You feel like Cumberland are just happy to soak up this pressure and then just get them on the break.
Yeah, as it goes out to Nunn. And that's gone over the
Angle Park.
Angle Park, yeah. Greyhounds. So Cumberland with the ball at the moment.
For our viewers, the wind in their faces where they are now, going across to that far side of the ground.
Goes out, thank you, Ryan. And into the arms of the keeper, Ethan Cox. Beautiful coffee, isn't it? Needs a bit of a liqueur. As it goes out. Bresson. In the way, though, Skull. Van Housen.
Van now.
What is it?
Van Housen.
Van Housen. Oh,
Actually,
that's
probably
got it.
pronounced Van Housen, you know.
As it goes out to Majok. It'll be cleared by Yol.
Jeez, busted off the ball.
Goes out looking for Toure. It's come unstuck. Trying to keep it in. It's Kabidi. Does he too? He does so. Got a bit of skill, and he's lost it, I think, or has he? Throw into Adelaide United.
I like the respect between the two teams. Nothing, no frustration, nothing aggressive. There's a nice respect between these two teams. So Adelaide United with a throw-in. Popovic leaves it for Nunn to the far side. Oof. Dumped after proceedings. Yule goes backwards. Nunn will go all the way back to his keeper. Briscoe was wise to that. And Cox had to immediately clear it. Bit of a nudge. And the referee saw that. A nudge on Skull. Wins a free kick for Cumberland. Ryan, you're back with us.
I am back, boys.
So the ball's on that far side.
First foul against Adelaide United this half.
So I think it's Wood taking this free kick, is it? Yep. It'll be a left footer. Carmichael making the run. Oh, he's got the header to it. Good save by the keeper. Carmichael just got into that area.
Let's have a look at that on replay.
He's got a nice head on him and a great save.
That was a great ball into the box. Congested box. Was it Carmichael with his head on that? Looks like it. Anyway, it's a corner kick quickly taken. Cumberland through. Briscoe gets it to the too deep, in fact. And that's out of play for a goal kick. So good save by Cox. And that was definitely on target. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Good camera work too, boys.
Just going back with what you were saying, Paul, it's good to see the Adelaide United players. They're keeping their head, like you're saying. There's no frustration. They don't get all that handbag type of stuff. They're just good footballers, good mature footballers.
So the goal kick taken here by Cox. Good save by Cox. As it goes out, Briscoe looking for Thanhauser.
Good work.
Kabidi
yeah.
goes to Yol. Yol looking for a overlapper. Cittadini. Was there. He wins the ball. He's got skills, this lad. Goes backwards to Nunn, to Popovic. Doesn't mind taking a few players on. Pushes forward. Trying to go towards Toure, but it's come unstuck. Player winning the ball. It was Gutierrez. Majok. Keeper had to get rid of it. Couldn't pick it up. Did well, but winning the ball was Briscoe. Couldn't quite control it. And out for a throw-in on the far side.
So Cumberland having a good spell at the moment. Playing in their attacking half. Not letting Adelaide United play out from the back. And Gutierrez now to take the throw-in for Cumberland. In their attacking half. In the yellow, if you've just joined us. Kicking to left of screen. Gutierrez now from the throw-in. Needs support. Thanhauser into the box. A header again, Carmichael. Off target though.
Gee, Modbury scored 2 goals in 2 minutes, so they made it 2-2 against Raiders. So Raiders 2, Modbury 2, thanks to Green Play Australia.
That's a good response.
Whoop, one's been taken out. So it's back to 2-1.
So
don't know why.
The statistician might have clicked twice or something.
Yeah, maybe.
So Carmichael, that's a foul against Cumberland.
So they just pulled one back. Sorry about that one. So 2-1, Raiders leading.
So Adelaide United through the middle of the park. Straight to Kabidi. Kabidi under a lot of pressure. Carmichael hot on his hammer. Wants to centre it, but he does it himself. Nice little ball. To Yule, goes wide to Nunn. Nunn up the line. Brasson goes backwards. Nunn back again. Yule under pressure. Majok coming to make a nuisance of himself. Could have been a foul. This is better by the Reds. They're in the box. They get the cut back. Too close to the keeper. Toure was lurking. And that's a good save in the end. Luke Schoen Releases. Finds Briscoe. It's out of play. Cumberland throw in.
So Cumberland with a throw and they quickly take it. Thanhauser goes back to Briscoe. Briscoe tries it. Oh, it's gone everywhere. Keeper did well to palm it away.
That's well called. It did go everywhere.
And as it goes, Shrestha wins it. Works hard, trying to get to the ball. He's got the ball, gets himself a free kick.
My goodness, I don't know if we can see that on replay, but that ball swerved more than Robert Abretho. Let's have a look at this. Briscoe from distance, and good distance, and you see the keeper.
Did, didn't it?
The keeper had to reposition. That was a great shot on target. And now Adelaide United, see what they can do. Still only 1-0, so they're still in this. Very much in this.
Comets take a further lead, 2-0 against Metro Stars. Thanks to Green Play Australia. Just wrecked my treble. Anyhow, so goes out to Briscoe. Could be offside. It will be.
Yeah.
I think it just was.
Hard to tell from this angle. When
I looked offside. Anyhow,
camera won't tell us anymore.
The people behind me didn't think it was offside, boys.
I wonder why. Cumberland
Cumberland supporters.
So Adelaide United through Bresson.
The Leeds United supporters.
Sorry. Oh, then they must be good people. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt in that case.
First corner of the second half, boys, going to Adelaide United on the Green Play Australia stats.
Gee, Barney's done a great job with Comets, hasn't he? It would be 4 points clear.
Yeah.
On top of the table. Started off a bit slow in the season.
Did the old switcheroo with Theo, didn't he?
Theo's still there, though. Oh, not Theo. What's his name?
Con.
Sorry,
yes. That could be a penalty. Play on, says the referee.
Con Antonio.
Now the ball played back by Cittadini, I think it was, or was it Vidmar? No, this is Vidmar. Goes short, Popovic. Back to his keeper.
Done all right, Adelaide United in the second half.
Well, thanks to their keeper.
Pressing a bit more.
Even in the first half, boys, they did very well.
It's virtually a reserve team, which is unbelievable.
Now Adelaide United with a chance. Toro was a target, but it's been cut out by Sherwin, the captain. Comes back though. Toro, nice little back flip, but it didn't come off. So Cumberland clear the ball. Nunn got his head on it.
What I like about the Adelaide United boys, they're very, like I was saying before, they're very mature, but the simple mistakes that cost them the goal, you know, they still are trying to play football.
Yeah. Oh, fresh area. Here's a chance. Briscoe onto it. Lays it off for Mad Jockey's field, but legal, says the referee. But it's still in possession with Cumberland. But an important touch, very important touch by the Adelaide United defender. And Madjock may have hurt himself. But Wood, I think, was waiting for that. As you watch here on replay, Madjock, perfect challenge. Dunhalser tried the through ball, and just a little touch on that needed to be too. And that's a throw in to Cumberland. Deep in their attacking half. Into the box. Carmichael to the byline with a left foot. Cuts it back. Good take by Cox in the end. And a good save.
So they do clear the ball.
Great
Goes
kick
out.
by the keeper too.
Well done, Kabidi. Goes out to Shrestha. Looks for a player there. Goes to Valco. Valco controls. Back to Shrestha. Gets the cross, not a good one.
The idea was right, just the execution let him down, the poor fella.
But that's where Falco, to me, needs to put that ball in first time. He's allowed, you got to the byline, whip that ball in. Touré's in the box. Your midfielders are broken into the box. He's now taken an extra touch. Allowed Cumberland to get back into the box. Now he's had to turn out to play Stresser, and they're going to play that thing again. And that's where they're breaking down. They're not playing that first ball through to break that Cumberland defence. They're allowing them to get back into shape.
Yeah, fair point. So Sherwin now with the kick. Over the halfway line, Carmichael got a head on it, so did Madjock. So this should be an Adelaide United throw, but no, it must come off an Adelaide United defender, because it will be a Cumberland throw-in. Deep in their attacking half, far side of the ground. Sun in their eyes.
Wind's died down, boys.
Nice. Briscoe offered, ignored. Bresson clears for Adelaide United. Kabidi around the mark. Skull goes backwards, showing under pressure. Comes to Harvey. Whoa, that would have hurt. Harvey goes a second time, but obviously got him in the back of the head. I thought might have been a Falcon, but wasn't.
Wasn't a holding?
He's shaking his hand, boys.
Oh, did it get him on the hand?
By the looks of it, because that would have hurt if it got him in the head.
Absolutely.
So throwing down the line there, in the way though. Cumberland United defence and Harvey. Falco.
Out of play.
Can't quite keep it in. And it's out for a throw-in. Taken here. We've got another score update. Now Modbury's equalised. It's 2-2. If something strange happens.
Well,
up near it goes.
Plenty of time.
Carmichael and Shrestha. It ends up with Toure. How many Toures are playing for Adelaide United?
All three brothers.
3 brothers. He's not happy at the moment.
All right, when I said this game was played in good spirit.
No, that's Carmichael who's retaliated to Toure. Toure's went to go pick him up, and Carmichael retaliated and pushed him for some unknown reason.
Captain Cook and Metros have pulled one back. LA Comets 2, Metro Stars 1.
So how did Cumberland end up with a free kick then?
It was a tackle from... He did win the ball, but he did come from behind, and he did get the player when he was trying to win the ball. So there was a free. It was soft, but the free was there from coming from behind.
So now Cumberland will get this to the tip of the hot spot. Oh, can't beat the first man, so should and will be cleared by Adelaide United. Centauri on a bit of a run, but he's got no helpers up front. So Torre has to do it himself on the far side. Takes the 18-yard box. Now the red shirts get into that 18-yard box. That's the way the ball goes. Good, no, well, it was a good header by Kabidi, but not the direction and power he would have liked. It was okay.
Can't say it's a good header, it's a soft one.
He didn't miss it, and it wasn't off target, so...
To pass back to the the goalkeeper.
It's the development side, Rob.
True. Up near it goes. And centre of the ground at the moment, Toure. Skull. Shrestha. Cittadini. Right side of the park.
Falco.
Oh, Falco, sorry. So Wood just gives it to Harvey. So Harvey down the line. Looking for Majok. It's been well held. Dangerous, but Briscoe with it. Gutierrez goes all the way back to Gray, and up in here it goes. Gutierrez looking for support. Toure was there for LA United though, and it's gone over the sideline. Will be a throw in. Quickly taken here. I think that was Cittadini. Ends up with Tannhauser. Carmichael was there. Majok. LA United, Kabidi. Popovic. Goes it out right hand side. Gutierrez. Sends it long. Looking for Majok. Popovic though. It's been their best player.
Oh.
Keep it to try to clear it. Almost went back to Majok. Play goes down though. Free kick to Adelaide United.
We'll see if we can pick up on replay what for. I couldn't. The crowd aren't too happy with that decision, but let's see if we can get some. Could have been handball, but accidental.
There.
But what for? He was holding his ground.
He just fell over.
Okay. All right.
You fall over, you get a free kick.
Oh, okay. Back to the live play. Carmichael for Cumberland.
Here we go. Comets now leading 3-1 against Metro Stars thanks to Green Play Australia. And Raiders take the lead 3-2 against Modbury.
Popovic cleared only as far as Briscoe volleys. Well over the bar. That would have been one hell of a goal had it gone in. Go on, Rob.
The other scoreline is Blue Eagles leading 1-0 against Croydon, and Adelaide City 2 leading Parry Hills 0.
So no draws in this round at the moment.
Not yet. The games aren't finished.
Almost 17 minutes gone this second half on the Green Play Australia time clock. Green Play Australia scoreboard. It is Adelaide United trailing 1-0 to Cumberland. And while it's 1-0, there's hope. Cumberland now with a throw-in, grandstand side. Harvey to take it. Plays it in ball. Thanhauser couldn't get there. Popovic can.
He's been their best.
Through ball. Here's a good chance for Kabidi.
Well done,
But Showen, good pace. Back to his keeper. Could have been a nudge out to Wood, but play on, says the referee. Ball in the middle of the park. Yole under pressure. Dispossessed by Briscoe. Briscoe goes on a bit of a gallop. He's overrun the ball. Has to backtrack. Gutierrez inboard. Now they go back to the keeper. Skull almost. Gray. Gutierrez up the line. They'll turn it over. Adelaide United out of play. Referee looks at his assistant. They looked at each other.
I'm not liking this app.
You're not liking this app?
Because Raiders and Mob has gone back to 2-2 for some reason. Never liked this app. I like the other one, 24.
Oh, well, that's good for the live scoreboard. For the live.
Yeah, I know, the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it?
What's that?
Great for the punters.
Heart attack. Van Helsing.
Don't know what's what.
Goes wide. Gutierrez on the far side for Cumberland now. Takes it to the byline. Tried the back heel, but no one really there to read it. Van Helsing tried to get the ball into the box. Wins a corner in the end. Is that the first of the second half for him, Ryan?
Yes, correct. And first for the game on the Green Play Australia stats for Cumberland.
Oh.
First for the game.
For Cumberland, yes.
That's really bizarre, isn't it?
How bizarre.
So it'll be a left foot in swinger.
He's got good delivery, Wood.
Wood with the left foot near post, headed away by the Adelaide United defence. Kabidi back there doing the defending. He's got the ball, lays it off, hacked forward now. Probably come back at him. Skull lets it go out. He'll take the throw or leave it for someone. But we're going to make the first change of the afternoon, boys, and it's Adelaide United going to their bench first. And 57 Lynch coming on, the Lynch man.
Falco has just made his way out on the other side, boys. Number 52 for Adelaide United.
Thanks, Ryan. Massimo Falco off. And Terence Lynch on. He comes straight to the right-hand side. Left-hand defensive side, I should say. So now Harvey with a throw-in up the line. Get a second bite at the cherry. Cumberland leading 1-0. Wood. And that was too heavy coming from Carmichael. Now, go on, Rob.
No, it was right. No, Paul. So I was just going to say, pre-game, you guys were talking about Cumberland scoring quite a few goals. You've got to give this young Adelaide United defence and the keeper.
Yeah, they've done well.
They've done well. They've really nullified Cumberland. They haven't really had many shots going by the Green Play Australia stats.
So the ball's on the far side. Little Johnny Yole, but Cumberland win it.
Gray.
With the ball by Gray. They go inboard. Briscoe goes to Majock. Majock turns, gets the ball, go to Gray. Gray with the ball's going to have a shot. Yes. It's gone across. Goes to Wood. Wood's funny looking cross there.
Goal attempt or cut back?
No, he's trying to cut it back.
Oh, this is a comedy of errors.
Keeper's in trouble here.
He's gone.
He's going to get a red card now.
It is second yellow, red. Yeah. Yeah, you know, Fantasy probably should have had a red in the first half, but eventually Karma caught up with him. And now...
So they're going to have to sacrifice a player, don't they?
Well, they got a reserve keeper on the bench is the first question. Yes,
correct.
they have.
Stephen Hall.
Stephen Hall coming on. And Cox has just been red carded.
I think it was handball because he's tried to throw the ball out. He's hit the player on the back. It's gone back to the Cumberland player who's had tried to have a shot.
He's just
pushed him over.
Fouled the Cumberland player. There's no
fouled
handball.
The Cumberland player.
Yeah.
By his first error trying to throw the ball out quickly.
Yeah, that was...
So it looks like Schrestner who's going to be sacrificed.
So Schrester going into goal. Our new goalkeeper.
No, he's not going to go.
No,
he's
he's going off. What am I saying? Stephen Hall is the reserve keeper.
Tall boy, Stephen Hall. Must come in the name because the last Hall that played for Adelaide United was quite tall himself.
Playing for Croydon.
So Cox going off with the red card, but pulling off
Johnny
a
Hall.
couple of good saves in this game, in fairness to him.
And that is where inexperience comes from Adelaide United. The goal come from that. The penalty as well. You know, he's lucky he stayed on. I do agree with that, Paul. He was lucky that he stayed on. That should have been a red card.
This is a beautiful position for Briscoe to score.
Far right.
Yep. He will get this one.
Keeper's there, though.
Oh, it's a low one. Oh, the keeper got down well. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, the wall jumped, which
was a bad wall.
But the keeper, to his credit, through the feet, saw it late, but was well positioned. So now Adelaide United go into attack. Gray goes back to his keeper, and Showen takes it easy in the end. So it's still 1-0 in favour of Cumberland on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. We've played just almost 23 minutes this second half.
Gee, big kick there by Showen.
And that's Hall's second touch already. Releases.
Bresson with the ball for Adelaide United. Goes back to Nunn. Nunn looking for support. Gets it. Chittadini was there. Also Yol, little Johnny Yol. Kabidi wins it. Goes out. Majok wins it. Looking for the eye of the needle through to Briscoe, but he wasn't there. Keeper comes out. Holder that was. Go into attack, looking for Kabidi. Chance. Keeper did well though. Luke Showen. Just big ball before, long into attack. Bit of a push there, but Majok wins it. He gets brought down heavily. Very heavy.
Let's have a look at this on replay.
But accidental though.
Just heard some of the crowd calling for a red card. No, just a bit too late on that one.
I don't think it was a red card. It was it's not even a yellow card. It's just a hard tackle and just knocking heads.
Just a clumsy collision, Rob?
Yeah, I think so.
Lucky you're not referee, Robbie, because you would have got heckled, I reckon, because the Cumberland supporters aren't happy with no card being shown.
So while it's 1-0 with that Adelaide United opportunity, they're still alive in this game, incredibly. The intensity...
Yeah, a few players saying, but the goalkeeper should have been off in the first half.
Oh, we all said
we all agreed with that one. Yeah. Linko says Briscoe is quality. We do know that too.
They're just stating their opinions. That's good. They got names of these people you'd like to give their names.
Oh, I did say, didn't I?
I don't know.
Linko Briscoe is quality.
Yeah. So Majok... there is a change about to happen, so maybe he's not going to continue old Majok there. It looks like he's going off.
He is. Charalumbus is coming on, boys. Number 16 for Cumberland.
Somebody from Adelaide United came on as well, didn't it?
Just then? Or previously?
No, I think he was just getting a drink.
Yeah, he was just getting instructions from Pezos. But Adelaide United are making a substitution if the camera does pan over. I'm just waiting for his jacket to come off. He's slowly. Number 63 for Adelaide United. Mulas looks like he's going to be getting his final instructions from Paul before he makes his way onto the pitch.
So Majok didn't recover from that collision. He's off. And Charalambus on for Cumberland. And will Adelaide United make their change at the same time?
Do you reckon it's a planned substitution, Paul? Because it looked like it was planned. Yeah, Majok for Charalumbus? Or he's just struggling?
He's
had a few collisions.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that was planned. So, Adelaide United now, still, believe it or not, only trailing 1-0. So they're alive in this game. They play the ball up the line. Chittadini gave chase, but gave up.
This is the problem with Adelaide United breaking forward, Paul. They play too many straight balls.
Here comes that change, Brian. 68 off. That's Vidmar. Defender off.
Might be chasing the game.
And it's still alive, in fairness. They're down to 10 men if you've just joined us. Their keeper sent off 2 yellow cards.
So who came on?
63, Mollis.
Looks like they are chasing the games. Mollis has pushed forward.
So throw in taken here by Cumberland through Gray. They are still leading 1-0. Adelaide United still in the game. They're pushing it through Bresnan. And that fast Chittadini squares it up to the player that's come onto the park. Mollis goes right side to Yol. Looks inboard.
That was Lynch, I think.
Oh, it was Lynch, sorry, yep. Ends up with Popovic all the way back to his keeper. The reserve keeper coming on. The other keeper getting the red carpet. That's a bad pass. Goes straight to Danhauser. Danhauser chance. Their player goes down.
Great tackle.
Charalambus and out for a corner kick.
Great tackle there by Popovic. He definitely plays beyond his years, Popovic.
How old is he, Ryan? 16?
Oh, it'd be interesting because if this is their reserve squad of their usual NPL squad, they would be pushing 16, 17 maximum, I think.
Could be definitely playing A-League.
100%.
Definitely.
Oh, no, I agree.
Watch the future.
I know Robbie makes some big calls, but for me, I do agree with you, Robbie. He shows maturity beyond his years.
Left foot in swing at Cumberland, and it's far post and almost went in from the corner. It's going to be
almost did a Costanza.
Yes.
Goal kick, boys.
Minute. No, fair. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we got that right. Fair call, Robbie. I would.
Oh, you could tell.
He's got the quality. It's an early big call to say, he'll be playing A-League.
You know me.
More than likely.
I got good eyes.
More than likely. Oh, that's a card.
Did I not say Ryan Kiddo would make A-League? Where's he playing? A-League.
Carmichael receiving a yellow for Cumberland. That's their first yellow.
Correct.
Gee. Yeah, no, he's a good chance
Did not
to
say
progress.
Osama Malik would make A-League?
Oh, how many others did you say that didn't?
Plenty.
Exactly.
No, it didn't. That did.
No, that didn't.
You've kept talking about Detroit making A-League, Robbie.
Oh, well, he could.
Didn't he trial for him?
Central Coast last season.
Yeah.
So Adelaide United back to the game. They're only 1-0 down. Cumberland hold the lead. It's half an hour gone in this second half. 15 minutes of normal time. An accidental collision.
Yeah.
How's the referee going to see this?
Foul.
Skull. Got hit in the skull. Watching on replay.
What a head clash here today.
Just the accidental arm. Trailing arm there by Kabidi. Let's have a look at this on the close-up replay.
Oh, knocking heads again.
Well, it was actually skull going into the back of Kabidi.
Yeah, it was accidental.
Totally accidental. Yeah. If anything, the free kick could have gone against Skull. Yes. So
I wouldn't mind seeing a few of these players playing for Adelaide United, with Carl Viet now being head coach.
Oh, he'll give them
Is that official, Ryan? Did that get made official?
Yeah, definitely did.
Oh, good.
Definitely did.
Has it?
Yeah, they got made official, I reckon, after their last game or just before their
no,
last game.
No, I don't think I haven't seen any official.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Official. As they go into attack.
He should. I mean, it'd
100%.
be odds
He's done
on.
a fantastic job.
It'd be.
I said Gamolka would make it, didn't I?
Oh.
Are you just saying names now of players that just made it because we don't know?
Jimbo, go back through the tapes, mate. That's your homework tonight, mate.
I said Dorigo would make it.
Oh,
come on. Is there any other players? Do you want to say Robbie Budgell made it as well? Like, how many more players do you want to start rattling off?
Ryan, I'll just remind you of a comment. Sorry to digress off the game. I'll just remind you of a comment that I used to make during Rob's calls of these games. If it was for you, Rob, the A-League squad would be about 60. Which means every second player you said would make A-League.
Oh, Popovic will definitely make it. Anyhow, Nunn with the ball. He's got the ball, trying to get the 1-2 going. Ends up with Kabidi. Kabidi with the ball. He goes down. Gee, Carmichael.
Yeah, he just
He's
shrugged
a
him
bullock.
off.
And the player, Yol, might get the yellow card. No, he doesn't.
Well, it's interesting because the first one, Carmichael was walking the tightrope, I thought.
He's on a yellow card.
He's on a yellow, that's exactly right. Here's the first one, if you have a look. That's your yellow card. Well, no, sorry, that's not the yellow card. That might have been a foul. and then a bit of retaliation. But anyway, back to the live play. Carmichael's around the mark. He's got to be very careful. He's taken down the player.
Gee, the game's turned into a bit of
Well, it needed a bit because
bit of rough play.
I was going to ask Ryan, the intensity level doesn't seem to be high by either team. I know it's a development squad, but still there's a nudge, and that's obvious. Mollis.
I don't mind them not showing too much, like losing their head, but just show a little bit of grunt, you know what I mean? Show a little bit of physicality. And that's what they're starting to show, and they're going to give away a few free kicks, but just show your presence more than anything.
Yeah, how's that intensity level at ground level there, Ryan? I get the feeling it's not that intense.
Yeah, I agree. It's not that intense. I've seen some intense matches without the fouls being given. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Ryan Wood with the free kick with his left foot. Watch Carmichael. Swings it in, and it goes out. Carmichael did end up with a head. He gets up well, doesn't he? And
another off target.
Correct. Second one for Cumberland on the Green Play Australia stats board.
So goal kick taken. Just looking at the score updates. Adelaide Comets leading 3-1 against Metro Stars. It's Adelaide Raiders.
Hang on, Robbie Gutierrez now. He's in the box for Cumberland. Shoots, and it's been parried away by the keeper. And that's the reserve keeper, Hall. Did very well. Sorry about that, Robbie.
No, that's
Cumberland
right.
almost getting through on goal.
Raiders and Modbury, it's 2-2. Blue Eagles 1, leading Croydon nil. Parry Hills nil. Adelaide City 2. Here it's Adelaide United nil. Cumberland 1, thanks to Green Play Australia.
So still 1-0 Cumberland. Anyway, quickly taken corner. Van Halsen gets it into the box,
There
and it's
goes.
in.
Carmichael.
Gee. Van Halsen with a good ball into the box. Tip of the 6-yard box, and Carmichael lurking in the 79th minute has scored probably the sealer, you would imagine.
Yeah, good build up there by Cumberland, and Carmichael. He's dangerous in that box.
Here we go, Rob.
Whether with his head or with his feet.
Short corner taken. Van Halsen getting that short corner into the box. Carmichael lurking. A lot of players in that 6-yard box. Where were the defenders? They weren't goal side of him, that's for sure. This will give you a better view of it. The close-up. There it is into the box. And, yeah, a couple of defenders there. Gee, even questions asked of Chittadini there, spectator. But anyway, back to the live play.
As Cumberland with the ball, leading 2-0.
Don't want to be a pessimist, but I reckon that's lights, camera, finished for Adelaide United.
One player down, 10 men. No way they will get back into this game. They've put up a good fight, though. As the throw-in is taken, goes over to the keeper and then shown.
Yeah, 1-0, there's always hope, isn't there? Even with 10 men, but at 2-0, you just psychologically, I think, that's a big blow.
He gets it over the halfway line. Good headed out there by Nunn. As they try Captain Showen, trying to get through there. But Cumberland working hard. Briscoe goes to Wood. Just didn't quite control it. He let it roll, didn't he? And let it roll over the goal, over the sideline.
You reckon he's had a quiet second half, Briscoe, Rob?
He's had a whole game quiet, I think.
I was expecting a bit more explosiveness.
It's more playing in the midfield, isn't he?
There's another one for the Bomber up there. The camera boys.
He's lucky there, Carmichael. He's on a yellow. Don't want to ruin your hard work by getting another yellow for just a simple
Good pick up by Cumberland. Picking up Carmichael. He's played well.
I was actually excited to see Toure play, the third youngest brother, but this is where the inexperienced or that I know you're not getting the service required, but you've got to still throw your presence around.
Well, he's got a chance now. No, he hasn't actually. Ball in dispute, comes down the ground. Briscoe, the man that we said has been quiet. Watch him score a blinder. No, he doesn't. He lays it off, actually. Charalambus now. He's taking it to the byline. Charalambus, who's in the box, tries to cut it back. Couldn't beat the first man. And they'll have a throw in, Cumberland. Just maybe picked up the pace a little bit at 2-0. Harvey coming across, but we're going to have a change by Cumberland.
Signore's coming on, boys, and Carmichael's coming off, and the coach has recognised that. He's on a yellow. It's 2-0. I might as well take him off to get him ready for next week.
And not to, tempt fate with a second yellow.
Correct.
Luke Signori watching this game.
Is he?
Yeah, 'cause his son said he was at home watching this game.
His son's just out there on the park, so how did you find that out?
I saw him before the game.
Oh, Robbie.
He's just making things up as we go.
I spoke to David before the game. He said his dad was watching the game at home.
Okay.
That's why.
His dad will be
big
watching.
Hello to Luke Signori, champion Adelaide City player in the old days.
Coached me at Macedonia.
See him at the chemist every now and then.
Probably has to have
He coached you at Macedonia.
He coached
did
me
he?
at Macedonia, yep. And Charlie Villani coached me at Macedonia.
Charlie's here too.
Is he? Charlie Villani?
Yes. Said hello to him before the game as well.
Man, Robbie, you get around. Mr. Socialite you are, Mr. Football in SA.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, who does all the plugging in?
They all love
He's
me.
out there socialising. Anyway, back to the game as Adelaide United with a chance. A nice hip and shoulder. Mollis was the man with the hip and shoulder. Wins the throw-in for Adelaide United. They trail 2-0. Game, set and match as you would imagine. But are they going to
Blue Eagles taking the
surprise us?
third lead there, 2-0 against Croydon. So Blue Eagles are starting to come up.
It's a very even competition this season, which is great to see. Lynch now for Adelaide United. Nice through ball, but just off target. They might get another bite at the cherry. Popovic, destined for the A-League in Rob's view. Oh, there you go. Oh, that was very casual and very confident by Nunn. And the keeper taking no chances. Oh. The reserve keeper, of course. The original keeper got sent off.
Lucky to be on the park in the first half.
Gave away a penalty in that first half. And yes, I think should have probably got the double punishment. But wasn't to be. Daniel Cook feeling generous. Briscoe, little chip in. Borth and Hauser lays it off. It was interesting. Challenged by Signore.
Oh,
shot comes in and it's a free header.
Oh, should have been the third.
Then Hauser just off target with his head.
His delivery's very good, isn't it, Wood? With his left foot.
Lynch now, long searching ball again. And Sherwin will take that. As Kabidi making a nuisance of himself. Have they reversed roles, Ryan, and now Adelaide United going the long ball and Cumberland playing along the ground.
So it ends up with Skull. Goes 1-2 with Gutierrez. Signore. Goes short to Briscoe. Dan Hauser. Skull, can he get to it? Adelaide United trying to get to it. Dan Hauser.
Good turn.
Cleared. Only as far as Gray. Ends up with Harvey. Play goes down Briscoe, but Popovic wins the ball. Goes left side of the park to Cittadini. Loses out. Who would you have picked as man of the match today? Would have been pretty hard today. Popovic would have been up there, but
you know what? I would love
losing.
I know they're losing, and we have to stick to Robbie's so-called rules, but I would love to interview Popovic at the end of the game.
Well, you can because we don't have
There's
a man
no
of the match. There you go.
You certainly can. Play goes down in Toure.
No more wines, Ryan. No more.
We drank them all.
I could tell by Robbie's commentary these days.
No, that's his normal commentary, actually.
What you used to.
So Cumberland with a throw in. Harvey goes down the line. Lynch got a head on it. Van Halser just missing a good headed opportunity before. Briscoe, beautiful ball, great vision. Here's Gutierrez, angle against him, cuts it back into the middle.
Shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Charalambous there. And unselfishly, but I would have liked him to take the shot. But anyway, they'll come again. Cumberland under pressure. Charalambous goes back. Then Halser goes back. Sent it to no one in particular.
Gutierrez has played well, hasn't he? He would be high in the man of the match.
As Adelaide United come through the middle of the park. She asking a lot. And safety first for Sherwin. Harvey was there just in case. And Toure always lurking.
On the Facebook Live, who would you have picked as the man of the match?
Yeah, it's a good question. Our Facebook
if anyone
viewers.
wants to put a name up. So throw-in is taken here. Cumberland Foxes, Signore. Wood ends up with Charumbus and loses out. Nuns also played well in the back line. Little Yol.
It's a good looking lad
been
too.
busy.
Signore, isn't he?
Yeah.
Seen that Luch is watching. Must take after his mum.
Goes out right hand side, Skull.
Only
He
staring
certainly
Luch.
does look after. Look
Takes
like
after
his
his
mum.
mum.
He goes in the arms of the keeper. For Adelaide United, Stephen Hall goes short to the low. None.
3 minutes of
To
normal
Yol.
time left.
Right side of the park. Lynch. Squares it up. Chittadini goes into attack. Keeper though. And Luke Shawn. Just over 87 minutes played. Cumberland leading 2-0 on the Green Play Australia scoreboard. Scoreline around the grounds. We'll look at that in a few seconds as it goes out. Chittadini was there, but Skull for Cumberland. Signori was there as well. Well, actually, this is Signori now. Back it goes to Harvey. Wood. Signore. Goes out to Briscoe. Right side of the park, Signore. Goes short. Just pushing to each other. Squares it up. Tries a 1-2. Try to square it back. Charumbus was there. Chance for a shot for Wood. Normally he's a right footer, but
Penalty?
he's gone down.
Penalty,
and
he blocked it.
Let's have a look at this.
he got hurt.
Let's have a look at this on replay.
He got hurt.
Well, what the... We need to go probably a bit further back. That's not going to tell us too much. Yeah, this one here. Oh, that's not far back enough, but... Well, obviously the referee in a better position. Might have been Studs up there.
Yeah.
But he's holding his knee, so... I don't know how his Studs got his knee from that block, if I could say.
So Briscoe with 2 penalties. Can he make it? Number 2. So Briscoe over the ball. My scoreline of 4-0 was pretty close, boys. Huh? So Briscoe, can he make it number 3? He does so.
That's the way to take it.
And it's 3-0 to Cumberland over Adelaide United with Briscoe scoring a brace.
And I'll tell you what, he's come more into the game of late as Briscoe, but always great to have that experience. Have a look at this. This is the way to take a penalty. Even if the keeper's close, which he was, it'll still go through the keeper at that pace. Very well taken penalty.
So in the 90th?
89.
89.
So, interesting penalty, that one, but definitely the first was there in the first half.
Just quickly going through the scores of other ground. Comets leading 3-1 against Metro Stars. 2-2 Adelaide Raiders and Modbury. Blue Eagles leading 2-0 against Croydon. And Adelaide City leading 2-0 against Parry Hills. And here at the Velo Football Centre, it is Cumberland 3 leading Adelaide United 0.
While you were saying that, Panagulias has come on for Cumberland and Than Hauser has gone off. Adelaide United into attack. Oh, they could have almost turned it over there. Popovic comes forward. It'll be interesting to ask him what he thought the penalty was for. Nunn goes back to his keeper. Hall. Popovic. Comes grandstand side. Lynch chips the ball forward. Dealt with by Schoen. And that'll be a throw into Adelaide United. We're into extra time by 30 seconds and it's 3-0. Was it ever in doubt? I don't know. 1-0 it could have been. But anyway, wasn't to be for Adelaide United. As Toure just watches it go out.
Ryan's normal tipping is always good. Always picks the opposition. There's a throw in, it's taken here. Panagulias finding play up front, Charumbus, but goes all the way back to Hall. Stephen Hall. Left side of the park. Ends up with Lynch. No, that's Hall. That's Yellow, I think it was. Or Nunn.
That's Nunn.
That's Nunn. Right side now, it's Lynch. Goes into attack. looking for Cittadini, but it's cut out by Captain Jack Showen.
Oh, nice.
Good bit of play there.
Gutierrez, man. Yeah, he is good.
He's played well.
Great feet.
Goes out to Wood. Wood looking for Briscoe, asking for it. Ends up with Signore, and that's gone over the sideline for a throw-in. That live ladder with Cumberland,
I tell
they're
you what,
in the 6, aren't they? Comfortably, are they?
You know what I like about Cumberland
They're in
too,
the
lads? Their juniors stayed here and watched. They're in the grandstand. I really like that. You know, a lot of clubs, the juniors or reserves, whatever you want to call them, nick off after their game. But it's really good to see that there's a good unity at Cumberland, isn't there, in regards to sticking together. They've got a good supporter base. You know, if you want to consider, with all due respect, they're not one of the powerhouse clubs of the league.
You know what, I totally agree with that, Paul, but as also for juniors, I remember when I was coming through the ranks, I'd always want to watch the first team because I would want their position. It's always good to see what their coach want and what I need to work on. Yeah,
but you'd probably be classed as a fanatic. A lot of these lads are, some of these lads are like, oh no, I thought it was too much. Some of these lads are like, you know, they want to go home, get their head done, get ready to go out. And, you know, it's
probably
more...
stay home on the box there.
It's more. Some of them, it's about socialising, and I don't think too many club players, unfortunately. I don't see enough juniors staying to watch the seniors. But anyway,
Toure with the ball. Can they just pull one back? But it is Managulias. Goes to Charalambas. Wood. Goes short to Gray. Right side of the park. Gutierrez. It'll be close to man of the match. Goes out though. It's Yull. Little Johnny Yull. To Popovic. To Lynch. Goes out to Cittadini. Right side. Can he get the cross back?
Should let it go. It's going to be a corner.
Decides to control the ball.
Nice
it's got a bit of
feed.
skill. A bit of finesse, but loses out. Jack Scholl, the captain. Signore. To Yole. To Skoll, that is, not Yole. And the referee has called it halt. Captain Cook. And Cumberland winning quite easily here at the Velo Football Centre. 3-0 against Adelaide United. A gallant Adelaide United young team.
Just see that in the middle of the park, how the referee's just explaining his penalty decision, I reckon, to Popovic. It'll be interesting, Ron, if you do talk to him, to see what Daniel Cook did say to young Popper, because that's good refereeing too. He's actually going up to explain his reasoning for the penalty decision. Sorry, Rob.
That's fine. So a great win there by Cumberland. Puts them in the top 6. 3-0 against Adelaide United, a gallant Adelaide United, and they've got some great youngsters there, but they've got some key players coming back in the future.
Gee, I thought Ron was almost going to interview Daniel Cook, the referee.
Could have asked him. What was that a penalty?
Daniel, can you just explain that penalty decision
I think
to us?
he would have.
I've got to be careful. I did get in trouble last year for making my opinion felt within the referee rank, so that's up to... Yes, I did. One of the decisions I thought was a little soft, and I made my voice heard. Not disrespectful, just an opinion, and I just had to pipe it down a little bit.
Comets take a further lead, so 4-1 against Metro Stars.
We'll go straight down to Ryan so we don't keep Popper too
First
cold.
of all, can I ask you how old are you? I'm 17. 17. This bloke is not only
Don't forget to give him the mic too when he answers the question.
Yeah, he said, no, I was, before we went on air, I just wanted to hear his age, because before, he's 17, and this bloke's not overpowering me just in height, but he's built like a brick
gotcha.
house.
Gotcha.
Very good game today. First question, what was the weather like down here? It is swirling a little bit.
Yeah, it was pretty cool in the first half, but there was a lot of wind, and I think that helped Cumberland in the second half. And yeah, it was a bit tricky playing the long balls, but yeah, that's about it.
Just like to ask, you went up to the referee at the end of the game to ask him about the penalty decision. I'm a little bit confused myself. Did he explain why the penalty was given?
Yeah, he said my follow through was too dangerous and it cleaned him up, but I didn't really understand where he shot and kicked me, so That's football.
We couldn't understand either.
That is football too, and I'm still a little bit confused with that decision, but we'll leave that for the referee. First of all, you guys play some very good football. You're very mature for such a young team. You've got a good head on your shoulders. Is that well drilled by Paul Pezos in the way you're playing your football, or is that starting from Cole Veer at the top?
Well, both. Cole implemented a football philosophy into us, and Pez trying to implement a winning mentality. And yeah, unfortunately we haven't had the best of results in the last couple of weeks, but hopefully it can change in the future.
Understand results. We're in a football, it's a football game. Results do matter, especially playing in the Premier League. Results will change, hopefully. Are you guys getting some of the older boys back once they're out of their quarantine process, or you're not sure yet?
I'm not really sure at the moment. We'll find out when they're out of quarantine and start training, so we'll just wait and find out.
For you, I see you guys playing good football and all that sort of stuff. What I've been watching, though, is that you're struggling to break through that final third. Is that something that you guys are really working on in training to try and get that cohesion from that midfield into the forward? Because you guys do play good football through the back. There was a lot of your defensive midfielder in Preson. He gets on the ball quite a bit. You're a very good footballer, both right foot, left foot. You know how to spray your balls. Is that something that you guys are working on within midfield to attack, to try and break teams down a little bit quicker than you did today?
Oh yeah, of course. We're trying to constantly play forward, especially this week. We've been working on the final third, but unfortunately today we just couldn't break down the Cumberland defence.
It's rare to get you youngsters on and interviewed. Give us a little bit of a background. One of the commentators up here reckons you've got a very bright future and puts you as an A-League prospect. I think that's one of your goals, and to move into Europe. What's your background quickly?
Of course, I started off Comets in the juniors, then I'm luckily enough joined the Skilleries program, and then with Richie, Elvis, then I joined Cole, and then I trialled for Adelaide United. Fortunately, I joined them, and I've been there in the last 3 years.
Wow.
And this is my first season playing the youth team, and I'm loving it.
Centre back's your position?
Yeah, centre back, yeah.
And you play a 3-5-2. Is that something that you've played all season, or something just to suit your team?
Just to suit the team, especially when we lost a lot of our players that went up with the A-League. But yeah, we're just trying to utilise all our players to the best possible we can.
And where to now for your team? That's like you said, it's another disappointing result. You guys are lingering around that relegation process. Where to now for Adelaide United youth team? Are you guys going to get back to the drawing board, have a look at tactics and all that, or are you just going to keep playing the way you're playing?
Well, we're always trying to break down our next opponent. But our goal is to make finals, and we aren't going to stop till the end of the season.
Beautiful.
Very good maturity. Like I said, you guys know what you want. You guys know what you want to achieve. I'll let you get in. It is pretty cold down here. I bet you've got a nice cup of tea, warm cup of tea in the changing rooms, yeah? But very good to interview. You've got a bright future ahead, and we really enjoyed watching you play today.
Thank you.
Well done, Ryan, there with young Alexander Popovic. He has got a bright future, and he looks well balanced. Work the balls out from the back. There's obviously a game plan that starts from, as you said, Carl Viet, Ryan, down to the juniors. They've got to keep that philosophy throughout the club.
Yeah, you can see. I thought you could see them playing a 3-5-2. That's a Paul Pezos, Damien Morris type special, but it definitely did. I could see it was trying to suit their players that they've got at their disposal currently. But they are very good footballers. Yes, they lost 3-0 today. It was 1-0 to about the 75th minute mark anyway, and they were very much in this game. They're good footballers, but you can tell that they're trying it. They need to work on breaking down those lines from the midfield to the forward, because they do play a very good possession game. They do keep their heads when it's not going their way like it did. They do make some mistakes, and that comes from experience, but they keep trying to play. And I think that's going to lead them in a good way for the years to come, not just for the NPL, but for Adelaide United in the A-League.
Have you got some stats for us, full-time stats, before we go to the full-time results of the other games?
Yeah, I do. I have Green Play Australia stats. In the second half there, Adelaide United, their keeper, Stephen Hall, had 2 saves. He was the reserve keeper coming on for the a red card of Ethan Cox that he did get as well in the 2 yellow cards, 1 yellow card in the first half and 1 yellow card in the second half. Adelaide United had 1 goal shot on target, no off-target attempts. They had 1 corner and they had 4 offsides and 4 fouls against. Cumberland in the second half, their keeper Luke Shawn had a very quiet game. He only had 1 save to make in that second half, 2 in total for the game in the Green Play Australia stats. They had 3 on-target shots in the second half, 2 of them making their way into the back of the net. 1 of them being a penalty and 1 being a Sam Carmichael goal. They had 3 off-target shots. They had 3 corners. In the first half, they had a 0. So in the second half, they had 3 Green Play Australia corners, and they also had 1 foul against and 1 offside. Tommy Briscoe scoring a double, and he is leading the Golden Boot award. Is that correct?
So
yeah, he's added another 2 to that Golden Boot tally, and 1 to Sam Carmichael. He also had 1 yellow card in that second half. Hence his substitution. I think it was to help him not get a red card and pick up a second yellow.
Great analysis there, or great stats. It was not the high-intensity game that we've seen of the last few weeks, but I tell you what, Adelaide United had it at their pace, and then Cumberland just came and was more clinical in the end. Rob, some full-time scores around the grounds.
Okay, Comets 4 defeated the Metro Stars 1. Alan Welsh getting a hat-trick in that game. Gee, that guy, I reckon he's going to win another Sergio Miller medal this year, and he's just an unbelievable player.
Good footballer.
Mr. Versatile, isn't he? Can play anywhere. Adelaide Raiders 2, drew with Modbury 2. Adelaide United, we'll go to the other game. Blue Eagles 2. Valentini got 2 goals.
I'm telling you, boys, when you cover Adelaide Blue Eagles, enjoy watching him. Enjoy watching him.
Adelaide Blue Eagles 2, Croydon 0. Parry Hills 0. Adelaide City 2. And here at the Velo Football Centre, it was Adelaide United 0, Cumberland 3 with Briscoe with the brace.
That's about it from us here at the Velo Football Centre from the entire...
not this lead song again.
From the entire LSA team, it was round 5.
I'm going to have that all year.
My ears are out. My ears are out. I'm not listening to this.
All thanks to One Solution Group, NPLSA, round 5. Adelaide United 0, Cumberland 3. From the LSA team, Jimbo keeping it all together, our producer. The 2 boys up top, Bomber and Chappie. Ryan down there, our boundary rider.
We're not going to change live streaming to lead streaming.
And your commentators,
LSA.
Paul Pellizzari and Rob Peppicelli. Keep warm. We'll see you next week.
You'll never walk alone, boys.